think it's Boys in the Hood or some shit. I don't know, just some crackhead was like, I'll suck your dick, man. Nah, it's just some dude. Ah, that's the one, yeah.
Experience.
Been a lot of years since I've seen that one. What was it? The other one of those white chicks, that one was pretty good too. Terry Crews, man, that guy cracked me up in that one doing his rave dance and he's all high.
Dude, Terry Crews was his truest self in that movie. They straight up told him to just be him. That's why he was amazing.
Karma, if you want to summon, some people can step outside. I don't know if she might be AFK.
For some reason, there's an human mage just chilling by the Orgrimmar little pond. Not really sure why, but just chilling.
Fishing, maybe?
No, literally just sitting on a rock, and I'm just standing here with her now. Like, she's just chilling here. Don't really know why.
What level is it?
At level 60, she's got raid gear and everything.
So some people will bring an alliance in and have them kill the person that gives you a Nixie ahead quest, which resets the cooldown. So maybe this is someone's alt that they have camped there for that.
I mean, they're just sitting here logged in unless they're like dual boxing or something. That or they're just straight up bored and just trying to hang out with Horde or something.
Let's fucking go, baby. I'm ready, man.
Pumped. Where's everyone?
Are you guys summoning right now? I could go out.
I think Karm just went outside.
Right on.
Nope. Never mind. Oh, no, she's out here. Yep, me and Foom are here if you want to start.
I'm gonna let my dog out really quick.
Right on.
I'll be on lookout.
Those of you on the wait list, there's a good chance you might get in. People get like 8 minutes to get here.
Yeah, we don't even have 10 people. I think we only have 10 people in the raid right now. Oh, inside the
Yeah.
instance.
We need that. Zenith is on the waiting list. We need his sweet, sweet voice and his positivity. Also, I think JDX just got here, so
We're missing
I don't
others
have to
too.
do this. Utter is marked as late. He might be a little bit late.
Okay. Yeah, there's only like 10 in MC right now. I mean, there's more people in the raid, obviously, but it's just, I don't know, where's everyone?
Some of us are out front, so many.
I mean, is it just like 4 that we're missing, right?
Well, Blind Wars, where he just died. Carmelian's outside trying to summon. We're missing Doom, Union, Jomai, Undead Mage, Gigamite, Slam is AFK from the looks of it. Vulture. So we got people. Well, I'm glad to hear the shit's running smooth, man. Even when I'm not in. Oh, my brother. That tells me a lot that we're making some good progress.
Yeah, well, real nice.
Hello.
Hi.
Look who it is.
Oh, shit.
I thought you said you locked the door, Pivot.
I mean, I do have keys because I live here also.
Heard something about changing the lock, but must have been a fib.
Oh, look who decided to log on tonight.
Hey, I was asleep yesterday, and then I woke up at 9, and I was like, well,
Whoops.
I've been going through caffeine withdrawals this week.
Alright, JDX, I'm gonna pass this to you.
Yeah, dude, I thought you
And
were
then
gonna
I'm
make
gonna
a
do
bunch of
group.
roll with the enchant.
Oh, shit.
Well, wait, don't do groups yet. Let me see who I'm missing.
You know that spreadsheet? I put little X's on who's here.
Basically, we found out that the chat is 80% less active without Sinith.
Yeah, that's what I'm being told, so that's good to hear. I'm glad you guys missed me.
You did indeed, except I got like 3 pieces of gear, so you don't need to come ever again.
Oh, don't worry, less competition for me now is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, Mageblade dropped
So
again
JDX, for
last
some
night.
reason I'm Master Looter. I don't know if you can assign it to
That's
yourself.
4 out of 6 we've had that
Really
Mage Blade
good
drop.
drop, yeah.
Oh, wait, Mage Blade dropped
Keep 'em
yesterday,
coming.
too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Keep them coming.
I think we've had 2 mages, 2 warlocks win it so far.
Incoming, are you in Ogrimmar?
No, I'm already in MC.
So I can, but someone needs to be in Ogrimmar to get it.
I'm here. I'm not in the raid though. If you need someone in the raid,
I
Are
could.
you...
Oh, I see.
Those did drop yesterday. Incoming.
Did they really?
Yeah, 10 got them.
Fuck.
Are you coming to the raid?
there's a wait list. I'm gonna be fair and just let the people ahead of me go first. I'm not just gonna jump in.
So I think we
It's pretty
can
empty.
invite waitlist people now, right? Like 5 minutes before.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, well, who we're missing... Well, Utters is always late
Yeah.
because of his work, so he's probably coming... You didn't do this right. You didn't mark all the people that are here.
Cool.
Oh,
yeah.
it's like I tried.
Well, we've got 3 people from last night not coming tonight, so we probably have room for Sinith. Sinith, could you grab a flask? What do you need? A flask of the Titans
Yeah.
incoming? Yeah. Could you grab one and we'll reimburse you?
Sure, let me check chest, see if there's one up.
It's like 150 G, I think.
Yeah, 158.
Oof.
That shit's
Right.
nice, man.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
Alright, got it. JDX, where you at?
No, I'm in MC.
Ah.
I mean, after this, I'll send you a reimbursement from the guild bank.
Right. Yeah, no. I trust you guys.
Cheat cake.
No. Well, I'm the real winner because that +4 to chess is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Too bad I haven't been on, though. I haven't made really any money from it yet.
You could always have people, like, we could set it up to where people could make a request to see if they're interested in getting a +4. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they can send you an in-game mail if they're really into it.
Yeah, if anybody really needs it and like wants me to jump straight to them as soon as I log on, you can always send the mats and stuff through mail, or just send me a letter and I'll just whisper you right away. Like, I have no issue with that because I check my mail. It's like the first thing I do when I log.
Alright, Jadic, I'm gonna start doing groups if that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too, bro. I have everyone online. Well, I'm still missing a few people, but if anyone's a blacksmith, we are looking for an axe smith.
No, we have one. I thought
do?
I told you.
Oh, who?
I'm gay, and he can make Annihilator for you already.
Damn.
There you go.
Oh,
Scratch
does
that,
Nightfall
fellas.
come out next phase?
Yeah.
Although I think it's bind on pickup, so whoever makes it, hopefully they like axes.
Wait.
Oh, so it sounds like you need to be the axesmith.
Me, the priest.
No, incoming.
I'm engineering.
Well, then I guess
Engineering
you
really
can't
important.
have.
I mean, I guess I could relearn the shit, but
Also, you probably don't want Nightfall on the main tank.
Yeah.
No, Nightfall's BOE.
No, we said we're talking about Annihilator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was talking about Nightfall as the bind on pickup.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says BOE. The item is. The recipe, I think, is BOP.
Oh, got it.
So we're missing Chunt.
Alright, so Chunt's another healer.
You can heal right marked as tank.
I don't know why he's marked as a tank. He just told me he's heal spec.
Okay.
I can't fucking wait until we have Nightfall on the raid.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I think like every DPS caster is just looking forward to it. I just want to see my damage now.
Or you guys can start buffing.
alright.
Yep.
Are we good on summon?
Chunt might need a summon. Oh no, he's in Blackrock Mountain. Never mind. Carry on.
I'd like to know if he pronounces it chunt or cunt.
I'm just saying Chunt for, HR reasons.
We don't have HR. What do you think this is? Corporate? A family-owned business. We just tell you get the fuck out.
So who are the tanks for today's raid? We have Red.
You and Red will be our main tank, and then Ark can off tank a little. I can off tank, and Hosha can off tank or heal, depending on the boss. We'll probably want him healing for Rag, but
Okay. Would you? There you go. Thank you. All right, let's fucking rock.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
is Gigamite coming back?
I hope so.
We're not light on healers, but we're also not healer heavy like we usually are. So just keep an eye on mana. Don't
Okay.
use your shield if you can.
Yeah, I'll take it easy on the pulls too. Won't try to overextend.
We should be mostly okay, but say what's a good healing output. So
Who needed the Flask of Titans?
Incoming.
I mean, if you're giving them away, I'll take them.
Thank you, sir.
Nice try.
3, 2, 1.
Oh shit.
make sure you get those spawns.
Everyone on the spawn, guys. Okay, do splice.
Alright, shortcut. Don't die.
Don't tell me what to do.
Promise
I'll leave
you
this
you'll
raid
never
too.
die.
Who's the buds of the shortcut? Oh, it's backstabbeth. Backstabbeth, go out. Move, go out of, away from the rock. Away from the
Yeah,
rock.
run away from the rock.
Away from the, or not.
No.
So for future reference, if you guys die in the lava, you gotta get away from the rock so we can.
We all got jumped down to the same level.
Yeah, he's getting all of your phase off. Everyone jumped out. Jump down, jump down, jump down.
Jump down the. You'll make him heal.
More priest stuff.
Nice.
Oh, we got him. Good job.
Oh,
Wait,
There's
Jay,
some-
Where are you?
I'm here. I was putting on comfy pants. I like literally just walked in the door.
gotta have those comfy pants on.
I thought pants were optional.
Are these? These are gonna be off spec roll, right? I think they dropped last night. They were off spec roll.
Oh dang! Didn't realize all the priests had them.
Well, not all of them want them.
Oh, gotcha.
Flare cores are a little bit.
Here it is.
Would you guys tank those giants? Try and space them out a little bit and keep them back to back. That way the melee won't take so much damage.
Well, I have him facing away. I have this guy facing away from the raid. Is that?
Sometimes they stack up and they both stomp at the same time.
Oh, is there stomp like around them or a cone in front of them?
I think it's a cone in front, possibly. I'm not sure.
I mean, it usually hits the rogues, who I assume would mostly be behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you tank them, you want to tank them so they're facing to the left and the right of the raid, and then space between them, then all your melee's in between them, and then they miss those.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, okay.
Got it.
Yeah, those are going to the guild bank.
Nice. Those sell pretty good. What, like 300 gold or something? I think like all epic BOEs are selling around that much.
Unless it's an area.
Yeah, I don't know. My auctioneer is fucked up. It's like my estimate is 762, but that's not right.
Ooh. No, they're about 250 to 300.
I think it also depends on which class it is, because I think the mage ones are a little pricey too.
Yeah, lock stuff is expensive also.
I bought the warlock belt for like 200.
Dang.
The druid
think
belt
The
is
mage
on
belt
now.
is cheap too, but the bracers are expensive.
Right,
Because
bracers
the
are-
bracers are awesome.
The druid
Good
belt
thing
is
I
like
got 'em.
70 gold on the auction house.
Wow.
Dang.
I think that's proof that druid stuff drops more than anything else.
Or the
Yeah.
light.
Yeah, I wonder if that's worth buying just for the Nexus Crystal it'll give.
Yeah,
I don't think they
probably.
will. I've heard that enchants are rolled on creation
Oh,
of the
on
item,
creation.
not when you disenchant.
We're gonna annihilate
Annihilator,
it.
Annihilator, please. Thank you.
It's going straight for Joe.
Yeah.
you guys to man up.
I think we're good.
Should be good, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have mana bars on your raid frames?
I do, but I don't have it sorted by healers. It's just where their groups are at. That's it. So it's hard to kind of pin
So what?
out. It's hard to
Group
pin
7
out.
and 8, you can look
Oh.
at that group. That's all the healers right there.
Okay.
So you can get
Do you
an
use
idea.
voodoo?
2, 1.
All of them except for Ubachaka.
Oh, yeah, it was in yours.
Three, two, one. Three, two, one.
I pulled
Giants,
Destroyers.
pick them up.
Let's get a shit.
I grabbed the Molten Giant.
Get that Annihilator down.
Focus the destroyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone should have been on the destroyer, but it's okay.
Do we have an innervate for Jomai? Thank you.
Yeah, Arc Joe is, or Crazy should be your innervate target, whoever calls it out. That was fun. That was a lot of damage, like right away. They like stomped the whole raid.
Last time we actually pulled out, that shit wiped out more of the raid. I think we only had the one death. It's actually pretty good.
I don't think we'll be able to squeeze by, huh? Okay, wait up. So regarding this pull right here, if I'm just want to pull the Annihilator, if we manage to pull the Giants to the left, then we'll banish the Annihilator and focus on the Destroyers instead.
Can we not skip these guys?
I would like to, but I'm not sure if we'll be. If we can we?
I think we can if we go up this little edge, yeah.
Learn something every day. Hug the wall, guys.
Just remember this.
Yeah, I was watching Doom, and I was like, what the heck, we can skip this.
Yeah, when we come back, just do not
Yeah, just
Do
me.
not run straight out the hole, or else be killed.
Yep. JDX, I think you're needed back here.
Oh shit. Sorry, I touched everything.
We can't just start going to the left, or hug the left wall.
Okay.
Wait, what? What's coming?
If we could start skipping some of these mobs and just hug the left wall.
I'm cool with that. Yeah. We started late also, so.
I feel like maybe we should get just this one. I don't know. Like, what if it's like someone backs up right into these fucking guys? Then we're fucked.
I was gonna say, want to pull to the cave?
Yeah, if we want to skip this, we should at least pull that next group to the cave. Just to be safe.
No.
Well, you pull.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least we only pull one group.
So everyone on the
Get those
firewalk.
banished.
Everyone on the firewalk.
Someone mark Firewalker, please. Or you toss me raid assist.
You have it.
Cool. I didn't earlier.
I literally just gave it to you as I was saying.
Oh man. So.
Shit.
Sorry, Joe, I couldn't get line of sight on you.
I was trying.
Yeah, that's okay. There was like multiple stuns in a row.
Yeah. It helps if you spread out if you can, even though we're in this cave.
It's really tough for healers since if anyone is outside, we need to be in that center area to get both sides. So like if everyone pulled into the caves, that'd be great.
Maybe I'll start a rule where if you're not in Discord, you don't get to have loot.
Brutal.
Is that fair?
I'd say it's fair, honestly, because like, even if you're not talking in Discord, you could at least listen.
I think, didn't we have issues with people not being in Discord for the last ONU we did?
Right, and like Union's not in Discord, and he didn't know how to skip that mob and had to like follow.
Everyone by default should just at least be in it. We're not expecting chatting, but people should just be in it. I mean, because we're saying a lot for the raid.
Plus, who doesn't want to listen to Synth all night, right?
Heard you fuckers missed me.
Some people did for sure.
Awesome. Oh, it's a reality check. Delusions of grandeur.
That's all good, brother.
Waiting for my free +4 to chest that's going on.
Well, it's not free, but it's
Free +4 chance.
there's no charge to make it.
Right. If you have mats, yeah, you don't have to do the tip because apparently people are charging big ass tips for it. So it's free to any guilties who have their own mat.
What the fuck?
Where did Pivot go?
Pivot was deleted.
I got
I deleted him.
hurt.
Was the spreadsheet that bad?
No, he did a pretty good job. He only messed up like.
I missed like 2 people. So I invited a bunch of people in a row towards the middle, and I was kind of going through whatever man.
He made me margaritas last night, so.
I heard.
Fair.
Wish I was at that party.
Oh my god, we were drunk.
Yeah, we got a little sloppy towards the end of the raid. I didn't even
It was fine. It went wonderfully.
Hey, you did 8 out of 10. That's what counts.
We did, and we even finished like 20 minutes early.
Damn, even faster? Nice.
I think that was faster than last week.
I mean, what are we full?
Yeah, nobody was really even talking.
I know, Discord was so quiet.
That's why I keep it. It was just lonely, is what someone described it as.
Peaceful.
Aww. I'll take that. That's probably what it was. But you know you missed it. Whatever it is I bring, I don't even know.
I like it.
Don't encourage me too much, though.
Everybody hug the wall.
I tend to get
Make
carried
sure you touch the
away.
wall. Firewalker first.
Nice Spanish.
Nice.
Oh, careful, there's fire.
Sorry, I'm Uma's book.
Boy.
We got it.
You throw those priest bracers in the Wraith Lotto.
Oh,
No, because we have flasks for our tanks that are very expensive.
Speaking of which, thank you everyone for like donating to like the Librams and stuff. That helped a lot, guys.
Nice. Did we end up getting those done?
Yeah, I got 2 Librams. I got those done today. I got extra 40 fire resist. So thanks
Yeah,
everyone.
man.
Hell
Really
yeah.
appreciate it.
that's huge.
We got enough donations for like 2, and then we sold that Sulfuron Ignite from a few weeks ago, so I was able to buy a couple more.
I was gonna say I
Nice.
have one I could donate to.
Yeah, it really helped a lot.
Yeah, after last
Gonna
week, we
help
all
us
learned
tonight.
just tanks need a lot of fire resist. Like, we gotta get them capped, and it just made
Yeah.
it. You would have said it was a lot easier.
On the spawn, we're still gonna have to do the Ubers, is it Ubers buff?
LVRS, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're still gonna have to do that tonight because some of our off tanks are not our regular off tanks.
Yeah, it only took them like 7 minutes. We should totally do it.
Yeah, so if we go right after Domo,
Right, I think.
or like if
makes
we wipe,
some-
then the tanks just run back, and by the time you guys res everyone, we'll be back.
Yeah, after how well it worked last week, there's really not a reason not to do it now, unless they're already capped.
If we were close to maxing out our tanks. They just need the 2 Librams, and I think we'll be fire
Right.
capped for the most part.
So basically, what the Librams does is it kind of bypasses our need to go and get that buff. So it'll make the runs quicker.
Actually, so last rag, do we have those Librams?
No.
We did not. No.
But we got the fire resist buff from lower, so
I see.
incoming
That's
is capped. It,
Wait,
healing
wait, wait, wait.
It's okay. Well,
That's why we do it.
the boom, like last week, healing with the enchant, like with the fire resist cap, was like night and day. It was crazy.
I bet, yeah.
It was pretty funny too, because as soon as we got that buff on them, we straight up down rag right after. Like it was almost a wipe, but we got them down just in time before everyone.
It was messy, but we did.
I watched the video. It was awesome. Like super awesome.
I was excited the whole way. Pop champagne and everything.
He
Had a
did, yeah.
massive hangover the next day.
Nice.
Which was not fun. I now remember why I don't like drinking. Right. I was cool with it. I was like, yeah, I celebrated for a reason.
Well, champagne's a rough one.
It was like a
an
cheap
unpleasant
one. It
hangover.
wasn't even a good one. It was like mass-produced menage a trois, and
That'll
it's
definitely
just
wreck you on the
like,
next day. Like a
Alright, Locks,
sweet, right?
get ready to banish on the way if you.
Everyone should back up so the tanks can pick
Yeah,
them.
back up and spread out. Helps a lot.
I was pulling.
Alright, go for it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Carm's down. Somebody can pick up her banish.
Pick up Moon if you can.
We only have 2
Heals
warlocks
on
right
Joe.
now.
Pick up somebody banish Moon. We only have one.
Yeah,
Arc,
we
you
really
pick
want
up-
it.
oh, do we not have another lock?
We have 2 locks, but Carm went down, so we only have 1
Ah,
banish.
shit. Alright, so range needs to back up so that they don't get stunned.
Yeah, Hazer and Death Star both said they were coming back tonight, but I haven't seen either one.
Oh, we need a rebanish if possible on triangle.
Banish triangle if you can.
Remember, you can outrange that stun, so.
One day we'll get this pull.
It's tough.
Oh, we got it last week pretty cleanly.
We did. Last night was not the best.
Eh. It sounds like half of everyone was drunk.
That's true.
Yeah.
Brandon was telling me he was drowning in whiskey or something. I was like, damn, it just sounds like everyone was just drinking.
It's like level 60 sass everywhere.
Right,
Oh.
right.
Oh my god. You need to try peanut butter whiskey by Screwball. That stuff is
Oh
amazing.
yeah, I've tried that. It's crazy.
It is. Oh, that's like glorious.
I mean, I could just go get some peanut butter and some whiskey. See what happens.
And we never heard
Make a
from him
sandwich.
again. You gotta dip the peanut butter sandwich in the whiskey like au jus.
Sounds fantastic.
That made me gag. That's disgusting.
Like liquor ball sandwiches, man, or
Mm.
Oh,
liquor ball
God.
meatballs, or whatever you call them.
Like a vodka, just like egg dip sandwich.
Oh dear God.
Vodka French toast.
What the?
Oh my god.
The worst restaurant
Maple
ever.
syrup vodka on top of your like cinnamon.
Oh dear God. I like a little rum with my cinnamon roll, thank
I'm not allowed to
That
drink
actually sounds
Kraken
pretty
anymore.
you. Oh God.
That stuff's dangerous.
That stuff is strong as fuck. I tried
You're-
like chasing it, and I was like, "There's no chasing it. It's just it whoops your ass like a Kraken does."
Yeah, be really careful, guys. To your right.
We
can
can
hold
hold it.
Get banishes out.
I don't think we can skip it.
Be careful
Right.
not to far right.
Oof.
Of course, I'm gonna die here.
We still gotta get a second one banished.
I got 110 health.
Well, at least we know we can't skip that one. Watch out, there's fire on the ground, guys.
Poor pivot. Yeah, Jedix, you're getting wrecked by fire.
I was too. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like the only time their kind of little mini fire is just hard to. And it's got like a stupid long range for some reason. It doesn't correlate with the animation at all. Alright.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, good heals.
I got you. You didn't die. It was close, but I got you.
It was very close. Yeah.
I think we only got like 2 mobs now.
Yep. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
Pivot is
Utters and
where-
IMK are both on their
Yeah,
way.
I'll hit you once I have mana.
Okay. I just got
Nice,
one and I was like,
perfect.
oh fuck.
Sailor Jerry's. That's also a good rum.
That is
Yeah,
actually my
good,
preferred one, yeah.
I
Use
like
that
just
in
mixing that with
everything.
water.
I haven't tried that. I do a lot of baking and shit with it, though.
It's very dark for sure.
5, 4, 3,
Just smooth and got good flavor.
Yeah, it makes you happy.
It's like 45% too.
Surprisingly for how smooth it is, yeah.
Who is Benny Walnuts in Discord?
Slab.
Slash?
Slam.
Slam.
Oh, Slam. Okay. We added a member, like status to Discord, so I'm trying to make sure everyone who's actually in the guild has it. But you guys have weird fucking names on Discord, and I don't know who it is.
3, 2, 1.
You know, I'm the big cheese.
How about Dan Dabs? Who's Dan Dabs?
It's
Devasaurus.
Devasaurus.
And I assume we're just gonna wait on I'm Getting Utters.
Yeah, they're pretty close. We can just chill for a minute and then get a summon on.
Some douses.
Are we?
Alright,
no.
Alright,
Who
hold
has a
on.
quintessence with them?
I have
Everybody
one.
doesn't have to.
I can stealth to somewhere too.
Yeah.
Let me check Domos.
Down
like
here.
Golmac.
Good.
Nah,
Sulfur
Golemax
on
is
Then see what happens when you
Look
don't
down,
show
down,
up for
down,
Wednesday night.
I'm sorry.
It might be all the way.
I don't
Damn, but
Yeah, it's got to be Gar.
Damn, for real?
Alright, everyone doesn't have to. Well, does everyone have to go? Can
Yeah, we
is
probably need to
Pivot
go.
stealth in?
Yeah, I can stealth through stuff.
Could also
Hey,
Well,
like
check
Omega is.
back.
Yeah, okay. No, it's still kind of glowing, isn't it?
If it's
You can see it
glowing,
through
then
the
it's
bridge.
not ruined.
Yeah, okay, it's Golmag, isn't.
Yeah, Golem Max is not done. Oh, he's going for it. Actually, let's see if that was the last one. That might be the only one.
There it is.
Blind,
There you go.
Nice.
Blind War. Are you? You're not in Discord.
Domo arigato.
Well, if you can hear me, then you should know what we were doing.
Yeah, we were trying to
He's
get the
telepathic.
red houses.
That was like a quick way to give away that you weren't in Discord. Like, what are we doing? Oh.
Pay attention.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Flicking the bean.
Don't start without me.
Well, we're gonna wait and summon Ubers if I'm gay anyway. So.
Yeah. I think we got a buff up. We had a few deaths, so.
Kick Gigamite out so he doesn't get points because he's been DC'd since we.
Yeah, unfortunately, if his shit's just out, he's not gonna get gear this time.
Does everybody know this fight, or are there people that don't?
Well, we might want to explain it again just because we don't have different tanks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, I think Ark hasn't done it, and so what we do, obviously there's 8 guys. 4 can be sheeped. We usually sheep the 4 healers. Once we kill 4, then the sheep all pop. So our strategy is we tank these guys, and if you're a tank, you kind of want to spread out the elites, but we're going to put a tank on each elite, basically. We kill the first 3 elites, and then we intentionally pop one of the sheep. We'll pop Moon or Triangle, and we'll bring them over to Circle, and we're going to try to kill both of them together. That way, when the 4th guy drops, we kill the 5th guy right away, and then we only have 3 ads to deal with. The way this gets tanked is usually the first few tanks will go, and you'll have a second thing to tank after that. So if you're tanking incoming, will say what it is, but as an example, if you're tanking Skull, then you'll be tanking Triangle when it pops. Our goal is just to kill all the ads. We'll have probably Red off tanking Domo, kind of in the corner over here. Domo will randomly teleport a random person in the middle, just run back out. When he does that, he'll lose aggro, so Red has to keep grabbing him over and over. I don't think you've done this before, Red, so basically you just have to run around and grab him, pull him back.
Yeah.
It's important to keep the elites spread out because they do kind of an AoE flame bomb, so you don't want to stack up melee DPS and have everybody getting hit multiple times. The only other thing is they do a shield. So if you're a mage, you want to be sheeping like every, I don't know, Zenith or Foom, what you guys think, but every like 10-15 seconds. Just because sometimes they can put on a shield, and I think, hold on, I forget what color is what.
Yeah, I would sheep like at half. I don't know if you have like a cooldown bar, but like half duration is good.
Honestly, I kind of just every time a mob dies, or maybe halfway between each mob's health, I just look up and just sheep right away. I don't even bother looking at a timer. I just kind of
really
spam.
good to sheep. Also, like right after like a phase shift and a shield shift, I guess.
Right.
The only important thing is Domo will put a shield on the ads. Purple shield means melee damage will be reflected. So if you're a melee, even if you're one of the tanks, you have to stop attacking for a second. Otherwise, you'll just be killing yourself. White shields or caster DPS need to stop. You'll reflect back. So if you're a mage and you sheep a guy when he has a white shield on, you'll sheep yourself, and it'll be bad for everybody. So don't do that.
So melee is purple. Don't attack when it's purple.
Yeah,
Yep.
melee. Don't attack when it's purple. We'll try to call it out. I think Doom usually calls it. Group, if you can, try to stay around where we are right now, unless you're, if you're casters or healers, because Domo will, that way 10 or Red can grab them. And Joe will do heal assignments. We're a little light on healers, so this might be tricky because for some reason by the end of
Well, Hoshit can heal for this and maybe have.
Yeah. Do we have enough tanks?
Oh, do we need
He's tanking.
5?
We need,
Yeah, at least 5.
I'm gonna be AFK for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Is Hoshit a healer too?
Hoshit can heal
Yeah.
or tank.
Okay.
I mean, right now we have 1 healer per tank, so it's tight.
I know mages aren't
Someone
gonna
was
like
just
it.
saying Utters could heal for this.
I'm okay with it, and
No, never mind. Utters says he can't.
You know what? I'm not gonna complain about it. I like my 3% crit.
So what is the order that the tanks will become freed up?
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that again?
In what order will the tanks be freed up? Like when will the ads allow one person to stop tanking and,
Right,
their healer to switch to someone else?
Well, so say for example, I have who do I have for Skull again? Okay, so Hoshit. Hoshit is tanking Skull, which is the first mob that we're killing, and the last mob. So we can have Hoshit. Well, cause let me see. So I was trying to have it so that where once we downed the tank's target, he's just on standby until their secondary target comes up alive. So I mean, for Hoshit, I don't know how we can do that. Maybe if I put him on square and diamond.
I don't know. That
Oh,
might
no,
get
that
confusing,
might
man.
be, yeah. Yeah, after Skull dies, Hoshit can heal up until Moon comes
Well,
back up.
I mean, Hoshit's gonna have his tank gear on, so I'm not really looking to free him up as a healer. I'm just wondering. I want like our healers with more throughput or bandwidth, focused on tanks that are gonna be tanking for the whole fight, and then healers that like will run out of mana sooner on people that are gonna be freed up earlier. But it sounds like the way it's gonna work is that all the tanks are just gonna be busy through the whole fight.
Yeah, just about. Honestly.
I know Beef Noodle just got on, but I think we'd like to attempt before it would take him a little bit to get here.
Yeah, we can always do that.
Ark, you're gonna be innovating Joe Mai, and Hoshet, if you could do crazy. And Oba and Tony, I would keep your onks in case we wipe. Try to die in a good spot if you can. Unless it's like really close. But Tony, you might be our onker. So just try not to die around where they're standing right now if you can.
Alright, I think we're good to go. Who's doing the poll again?
Davos has volunteered
Yeah.
distribute.
You guys ready?
No, hold on. Where's the?
Alright, just do the countdown. When you guys ready?
But we should ready check.
Did you list who's
Yeah.
healing what tank?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot to send it up.
Okay.
Free heal.
Like, whoops.
So for my tanks, if as soon as your primary target goes down, you should focus on your secondary target. If they're sheep, don't attack. Just keep them from running around if for whatever reason their sheep gets popped.
Do not hit them actually at all during the sheep phase, because we had an issue once where it wouldn't stop hitting the sheep, so we couldn't re-sheep them. Unless white shield is up, then you kind of have to grab them for a second. But once the white shield's down, then leave them alone so we can.
I think that was an AO.
Druids can throw some heals around while they're in between targets too. So
That was also an AoE issue, so no one should be AoE really this fight.
Oh right, no one AOE.
Don't AoE.
don't AoE. Watch your multi shots. No multi shots and stuff. Just be careful.
Yeah, the mobs aren't that strong in per se. It's just a lot of control we gotta keep down.
When everything pops, there's a huge spike in damage randomly, so it gets a little trickier. But again, spread the tanks out. Don't try not to stand next to the flame walkers unless you're made.
So the biggest transitions, that nipple and star part, when we get both those together, we have to try and kill those at the same time. When one of those dies, it doesn't matter which one, all the sheeps will pop. So when we're on nipple and star, that's when all the tanks kind of have to start looking at the sheep they're going to grab.
Yeah, if you guys can call out like a 10% warning when one of the mobs at 10%, so the tanks can be ready.
I'll also spam the kill order on raid warning just so we can have like a map of when mob is down, we focus on the next target.
Right.
Are we ready?
Can I get Mark and Arcane Intellect?
Others was AFK. Others, are you here? Oh, okay.
Well, you didn't do anything for the ready check, so it said you were AFK.
Oh, okay. Well, are you ready now, sir?
Yeah, he's got spirit now.
He's got spirit now? Okay.
Let's freaking do it.
Alright, Davos, let's see it.
Get that ice block. Pull him out of that, yeah. Got a sheep pop on moon.
Re-sheep moon.
I have a mob on me.
I got it.
Shield in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no magic.
Yeah, magic's up. You could wand if you. I'm resheeping now.
I don't understand what's happening with X.
Let's get that.
Yeah, that was a good time to sheep after that shield went down.
Shield's in 6 seconds, so resheep now as well.
Everyone on square.
Someone pick up moon.
Oh, someone pick up diamond. I'm dead.
I'll pick it up.
Why did all these pop at the same time?
I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird.
You guys be careful with your AoEs if you're doing them. Don't do them at all.
Jadex says diamond.
Magic reflect again.
Red's healer's down.
Yeah, diamond
Jadex is down.
for star needs pickup. Yeah.
Don't hit.
Yeah, just don't. Just die.
Yeah,
Not a good play.
Come back over to the.
Did we kill one?
No,
Did we
we
kill the
did
fourth
not.
one?
That was
No,
really
what-
weird.
Someone popped a bunch of the sheeps, like 2 or 3 of them popped at once.
I also had a lot of trouble with X. He just kept like resisting my taunt every single fucking time, which was cool.
Yeah, guys, no multi-shotting. Hunters, no multi-shotting if you can. I don't know if that's what it was, but I don't think.
I'm not sure what it was. I just saw that they all popped at once. I'm like, that's not from cooldown.
Yeah, I was
anything that
just about to cast, and then, yeah, it was weird. They all popped at the same time.
I think there was 4 up though, right? Did we kill 4?
No, we didn't even get
There
to
was
the
no
yet.
multi-shotting by the hunters, so that wasn't it.
Okay. Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, don't run. You're not gonna get away. Uba, do you have Ankh?
At the last second, he summoned me to the center, and I'm dead. So
Looks like we're running.
Hey, we have jumper cables on Belgian, I think maybe. Right.
Try it, yeah.
Let's give it a shot. Yeah, they're gonna work.
Thanks for saying that. Because we got sentence magic.
See if it's true.
Power of Gandhi compels you.
I believe Belgian.
Aww.
Boo. Alright, let's do this walk.
Is Beef Noodle in?
No, he said he was just getting on to check his mail.
yeah, that was some bullshit. I got Druid battle rezzed in the middle of that fight, and I immediately got some of the middle one killed.
Brutal. Aren't the summons like random too?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know, I was just thinking that. It's rough.
That sucks, hon. We'll see you next time, man.
For sure. How many mages do we have? Yeah, we should have.
We got enough. Yeah, we got
We're good. I think we actually have like
5.
6. So now we're at 5, yeah.
Everyone just wait at the start so we can buff up and go as a group.
You. We don't have to worry about any respawns though at this point, huh?
No, but there might be paths or something. If someone accidentally pulls something and we're all there, then we can not die.
Right.
Wait, is everybody running back? Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, we failed to. We messed up the Ankh, and then unfortunately the jumper cables didn't work, so we have to.
We got soul stones in the fight, or just using them for like mid-fight reses?
Well, we had the second pool, so I saved my soul stone until after the wipe, but I had used it when
right.
Noah got pulled the second time.
Bummer.
Oh dang! So we spent an Ankh and a soul stone. Brutal. Oh well.
Blind, wait up.
It's like, nah, I got this, man.
Should we buff up here or just run over?
Come on, guys, come back. Come to nipple.
I'm on the nipple already. I got udders.
Yes, I'm well aware it was cleared. Where we missing? Chunder, Back, and Slam. Missing Red and Jadex too.
Yeah, I'm way in the back behind everybody.
Yeah, Red's on his way, so is Chunder.
Oh, okay, I see what's going on.
As soon as Red and Chunder get here, we will buff up and head out as a unit.
That's kind of shitty. I tried to banish, but it looks like the Hunter Fame worked, but the banish don't work. What the heck?
Are we ready?
Yeah, I think we are.
Make sure you dismiss your pets.
And if you fall in lava, remember to go out in the middle of the lava.
And how?
Damn it.
Ah, man, no.
The bud.
You can make it. You can make it.
Summon
Keep them
main.
alive. That's what's up.
No, we got
Oh, you made it, dude. Good jumping.
We hotted his ass.
That's called teamwork, baby.
I think play of the night goes to main. And blind with the hasty summon.
Someone's talking super
It's
quietly. I think it's
Adrian. He gets quieter and quieter every time I'm on Discord with him.
He's up in here chilling on the body of the ball.
Oh, I can't even hear you, Adrian.
What?
Yeah, you need to turn up your mic gain.
Sounds like he's yelling at it from across the room.
Yeah.
He sounds super high.
I have I have him at 200%, and I barely hear him.
He's becoming a ghost.
He's definitely
Remember to
high
hug
as
this,
well.
hug this wall, good.
Yeah, hug this wall hard.
Yo, why do we have so many AFKs?
Oh,
God.
There you go.
Hey.
Why we got 3 AFKs? We already only got 35 people. Let's fucking go.
Right, I don't know where Slam and Back are. Jadex had to
Oh,
go.
Slam and Backstabber have also not released their bot.
So?
Adrian, you kind of sound like Mitch Hedberg. I think I love it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Huh?
dude. Then you got some hunters sitting up here too that are waiting to for you to meet up with.
I
them.
mean,
Yeah,
it's a
but
little
hunters
late.
can't res
They're missing
anybody.
hunters and rogues at the moment.
Only hunters
Like,
can only res their pets.
Baljan had the jumper cables. We tried doing it.
You guys can go. Baljan and Jeddah are here because they feigned it. Slam and Backstabber didn't release. I mean, I didn't release either, but I feel like I had a
Kind of
good-
figured that everybody would run back in time. Like I didn't know y'all were doing so much stuff. I'll just release and go.
Yeah,
I
I
know
mean,
that serious.
it's all good. We're almost back now.
That's what I was thinking, but like it sounds serious. So like,
Well, now
I'm
Slam
back now. I'll catch
and
up.
Back released.
Nah, I think it was more like if everyone releases, kind of more like a courteous thing. I don't know. I think there's like a stigma of like if you don't bother running back with the rest of the raid, you're just like, oh, you're just kind of being lazy, I guess. It's a stigma.
I'm 100% being lazy because
Oh, I know you are,
needed
Jadex.
one.
I got like 100 things going on and this, so it's like.
I like Jeddah's gear.
You good, man. You good. We're all here and we're
I
getting
thought
this
I
together.
finished, but then I'm dead when I came back. So
Shit happens. It's something happened with all the sheeps. They all kind of popped, and it wasn't even because of the 4th kill.
Hey, Adrian, how do you feel about escalators?
That's how he feels.
Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down.
Yeah? Like on an elevator?
Well said, bud.
Dude, you're gonna get old and be another Bernie Sanders, just constantly yelling. It's gonna be great, man. Like, why is he so pumped up? It's like, that's just how he talks, man. Don't worry.
Do we figure out what happened? I don't understand how they all popped.
I don't
Me
know.
was checking
Maybe
the
there was a
combat log.
mixture
No one
of
AoE'd or
things.
anything.
It could have been coincidence, but
Possibly. It was definitely rough because I couldn't even resheet mine back because I was getting hit by 2 of them. So I was kind of just dead.
Like I was getting ready to cast sheep, and he popped, and like a half second, he was on me.
Honestly, it's a weird fight to tank. Honestly, like for people like just starting tanking this, it's really awkward, especially when you're worried
Right.
about having to jump to your next one.
Right, it's a little juggle for sure.
It's tough for Red too. He's just basically chasing Domo around the whole goddamn fight.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
It's super weird. Yeah, it's just like a fucking like
We almost-
Benny Hill or whatever.
I wonder if we have a hunter next to you, just distracting, shotting him back. I wonder if that would help. It might.
If I can get him far enough back when I get transported to the middle, I can kind of cut him off before he gets to the group. But
Yeah, that might work.
You did good though. You were grabbing him and bringing him back.
Can we summon fraud that guy? Summon that.
Recording.
Frautetenkin?
You get that purple ring.
He's here to take your gear.
That purple ring, I'm gonna be upset.
He's gonna. It's gonna basically. He's gonna use the shield in like 1 second on this fight though. That's the only thing that
Dude, if he
sucks
gets
about.
1 second with that shit, I'll be impressed.
Congrats on 60.
Let's do this for Undy Mage, who's dead in front of the. He's the sacrifice.
Undy Mage.
Do we have any soul stones up, or in case we wipe again? Any countermeasures?
I think Blind Ward should be up.
Yeah, he's got one.
Okay, let's get that set up, please.
Put it on Joe.
Yeah, Joe, just try. I guess don't use
Yeah,
it. I can
I'll save
battle
it.
res you if you die.
Well, if you battle res me, it clears the soul stone.
Oh, it does. Fuck. Okay. Well,
I just won't die. That's
don't die.
Absolutely.
Well, if you're and there's no battle res left, maybe die for the.
well. The soul stone is so we can not run back. And assuming Ubachaka gets sent to the center again, or Tony.
How do you say your name, Fraud? Totekin?
I'm gonna call him Frodo. I'm gonna call him Frodo.
Frodo
Mine.
Totekin.
Mein Fraulein.
Frodo Totes.
Alright, I'm gonna do another ready check. This time around, I'm gonna try to keep Nipple close to Star so that way I'm able to pick him up a lot easier by the time the kill target gets to us.
If you show your nipple to the right people, you'll be a star.
Finally get my Jerry beads.
Amen.
Alright, everyone's ready.
All right, Dabo.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I got a guy on me. I got X.
I know, and you run away from me, and then I can't get.
Alright, let's get on X.
No melee. No melee.
Melee shield.
Let's be sheep
Keep on moon.
Okay, melee's good.
Keep on diamond.
Let's get on square.
No melee. No melee.
Doubles loose.
Got him.
Okay, you're good.
Can I get an innervate on Jomai? Thank you.
Ring
You
star
ready for
nipple
sheeps
forward.
to pop?
Alright.
Careful with cleaves, guys.
No melee. No melee.
Get ready for these sheeps to pop soon.
Ring
I've
star
sheeped
all over that.
star 20
Mean
times.
damage on star.
Okay.
More damage still.
Melee's good.
Let's keep him down.
He resisted pivot.
Alright, they're getting ready to pop. Get ready.
Going down.
Where's our DPS?
Moon, 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 moon.
Jadex needs heals. Jadex is down. Triangle's loose.
I'm on triangle.
Magic shield up.
Red's healer's down.
Shield's back down, yeah.
I'm down. Red's down.
Who needs a battle?
Let's get moon down.
No melee.
No melee. Red's down. Shit.
Arc's
Yeah.
healer's down.
I got our.
If we have a second innervate for Jomai.
Domo's free, guys.
Amoom.
Fuck.
Incoming's down.
When all the sheep pop, it's just like a tremendous amount of damage all at once. Like the whole raid goes to like 1 health.
Make sure you guys die in a convenient place for
We did a lot
you.
better this time around, though.
I did not die in a convenient place.
Yeah, if you guys are behind, not resable, you just run back and we can summon you back.
Yeah, if you're too close, just run it.
That was a little better. It's so hard when everything pops. They all just throw shadow bolts to everybody, and it's just like everybody's at 10% health. I don't know if there's a way to like,
Mitigate that.
yeah, like have everybody be out of their range or something. I don't know.
Do we have that shadow protection buff up?
Yeah, it's up.
I think we
Melt armor's pretty rough too.
We should try to tank all the elites away from all the ranged, because they keep that AoE from hitting everybody. I think it'd save a lot of damage.
Like tank them in one spot.
Yeah, but a little spread out so the AoE doesn't hit the other tanks too. Just kind of spread out the ads away from the group, and then it'll save a lot of damage hitting the ranged and the healers and everybody.
Probably set up like a kill zone. So say for example, right at the beginning of where we do the pool, like where everyone's just hanging out, we can have them kill a target, have the tank move to the kill zone, and then as opposed to having everyone go to the next kill target, have the kill target come to the kill zone. If you guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of people having a kill zone right down here where I'm standing.
Yeah, right at the
so that way,
stairs.
if any of the priests are up, then they get line of sight, so they can't heal the target.
You think that would that fare a little bit better?
So I imagine our lack of healers, well, we're like 2 short than normal.
Yeah, we have 6. We usually have 8.
That's probably playing a difference right now.
But Hoshik can switch to healing after Domo.
It's hard because he doesn't have the gear for it when he's
Yeah,
tank.
he can't swap gear in combat.
We just need to make sure Hoshit's tanking target goes down first.
Because he's on the first one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that first one's going down super fast. So he's even thinking, yeah, he could probably do it in his healing gear and then immediately just swap out and go to healing.
Yeah, he can probably be mostly healing gear too. He just needs high armor, which most of the healing gear.
So we got people needing summons. You guys have a chance. Bulgin, Gab, Chunt, Slambush, Red, and
Can you got like some of you melee guys look at your combat log and are you just getting hit with shadow bolts basically?
Yep, Shadow Shock.
Is it just one of them or is it multiple?
From the healers, mostly.
yeah, just this healer.
Red, you can also tank, I don't know if it helps or not, but you can tank Domo like over here a little bit. So not so far away.
At the moment, I can't see. When I get summoned, I'll
okay.
check it. I'll see what you're talking about.
Because it might help you pick up if he runs into the raid a little bit, rather than going all the way to the back corner or the opposite.
Is it like more to the right, left, up, down?
Basically to the right, like of where we're, forward 20 feet and then over 20 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if before they pop, if you guys can get line of sight on them or something. Like if you're a ranged DPS and let the tanks get hold of them and then pop back out. I'm not sure. There's just like a huge spike in damage. I don't know how to mitigate that.
They'd have to be sheep farther away from the kill zone if you decide to implement one.
Well, enough people can like get down this ramp a little bit, so you're
Actually, yeah, where pivot is, a lot of guilds do that, where they kill down here.
yeah. So the range DPS can be here, and we could bring the kill targets up to the top of the ramp here.
Right here? Okay.
That way, only the tanks and the healers are getting shadow shocked, and not the entire raid, basically.
Right. Like it saves the shadow shock damage.
So we're talking about for when Nipple and Star are about to go down and all the sheeps pop, we just bring them down to the...
We could do that in the beginning too, even like bring the elites over one at a time when it's your turn to kill them. Bring them basically to where we're standing.
Yeah, because they AoE too.
Yeah.
Are we not worried about that AoE they do?
Well, the group won't be. The group will be standing mostly back a little bit, like back where. I don't want to mark myself because I'll dismark something, but back where I'm hopping. And then range DPS can even just be down the hill. Healers can be down the hill as long as you don't have line of sight issues. But the less people in line of sight of those guys, I think the better possible.
Well, the healers probably have to be up here if the rest of
Yeah,
the
the healers
tanks
can
are.
kind of be back here a little bit.
Mages will have to be up on top too, because we have to be able to see those shoot.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, at least for
But I
when
think
the
that's
things are about
it.
to pop, maybe we can all kind of reposition. I don't know,
Right,
I'm
when
just trying to
things are
think
about
of
to
ways.
pop, then yeah. The mages can join the rest of the group once Nipple or Star, whichever one dies first, we can reposition.
This fight has always been pretty fucked up for us. Just trying to. I have to go watch some more videos on how other guilds do.
Oh, we've gotten it down. We've straight one-shot this before. I think just, like you said, there's a lot that needs to be healed when it goes down. I think just us having less healers is probably just
having less
pretty
people
much
too.
stifled.
Yeah, less people, less heals, less tank.
Yeah, a little bit less of everything. It's definitely a bigger challenge for us.
So yeah, if you guys, the range on that shadow ability is 20 yards. So if the tanks can grab them and group them all up in one spot, kind of. I don't think the healers cleave, do they?
So
Only
what
the
that
elites,
means
right?
then is when we're about to pop those sheep, we need to get away from those sheep when they're about to go down. So that includes any mages, healers, just all the range need to get away from them, because a lot of times we're kind of sitting near them because they're not really a big deal for most of the fight until they pop.
Okay.
So that's probably it. Just when we call it, hey, sheep are about to pop, that means tanks will get in position to grab the sheep when they pop, and then the rest of us will just kind of get away from them. That's probably a good way that we can handle it, and that might mitigate some of the shadow damage right there. I mean, because if it's only 20 yards, that's not that bad.
But yeah, basically the healers, you could tank them close to each other, so that might help DPS cleave them. But yeah, Red, just basically where I'm pinging.
Yeah, right to the right.
Yeah, it might be a little bit less running around for you. Because you can kind of intercept him on his way to the group here, basically.
So just to be clear, we are bringing the targets to where we're at now, right? So for example, Hoshin's target, Sko, he's pulling them back all over here, followed by X. Whoever's tanking X, he's bringing them over here.
So mages could probably be over here by these geysers or something like that. That would give us enough.
Yeah, you can even be back here. If you get into trouble, you can kind of line of sight the thing. Just, oh yeah, where you are, you're good.
Usually,
healers and range can be kind of out of range for the most part.
a lot of guilds kill them right here under these mites.
Where are you? Can you hop?
Boom.
Yeah, he's hopping right here.
All the way down.
Where the blizzard is. Yep. That's
they-
usually where they kill. I think just because like this provides some line of sight from a raid that's like up, and then the raid still sticks where everyone is right now. They kind of spread out.
Oh, it negates the AoE shadow.
Yep. so the mages up top like won't get hit, etc. Like right where that flare is.
So is this on the second half or just in the beginning even?
That would have to be.
I don't know.
Because the sheep get done regardless up top, as far as I understand.
Right.
Yeah.
But usually the whole fight, they're just dragging the kill mob there. Like that's what I've seen in videos.
Right.
So we could do that. Start with Skull gets dragged down there. He gets killed off. Then X
Yep.
gets dragged down there. Because we have
And-
tanks on everything.
And then they keep the one in Q like over here, like on Foon, where the blizzard is. Like kind of keep that one up here, like ready to be pulled
Pull
in.
down.
So then everybody has to stack tight then over by this.
That might be too tight. So.
So Utters just brought up a good idea. For this fight, is there any reason to have Ubachaka in group 1? Can we move him to 7 and have him drop mana totem?
That's fine.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Hold on. John, you're screwed.
And then whoever's next, so X would be tanked here. As soon as Skull goes down, X is brought to where the flare is at, and then Square is taken here. So it's like the batter's box, like the next up.
Right.
Yeah. We just keep them in rotation.
But especially with the Shadow Walkers, it'll be important to do that if we can, because it kind of line of sights the raid. I don't know. Play around with it, try it. This is a fight that we need to clean up, because even when we do it, I mean, we one-shot them before, but it was still, we lose a lot of people.
Right.
But anyway, we can take that. It's that big spike 2/3 of the way through when all the things pop. Any way we can avoid that, that would. All right, let's get it going.
Let's go. Everyone said ready, so I'm gonna just do the countdown.
All the range stacked tight away from the corner so you don't get the AoE when they go
Right.
up by the spiky thing.
Pivot, I don't know how you pull my X every time. You're not even my healer.
Yeah, bring X in.
No melee? No melee? Okay, melee's good.
They start bringing Square over.
Next shield in 10.
No melee? Melee off?
Get circle and the next one.
We're good.
Start bringing circle down.
Circle and star.
Bring circle.
Do not sheep star. Do not sheep star.
Can we innervate on Jomai?
Let's get some DPS on star, guys. Want to drop
No
them?
magic? No magic?
Moon's up.
More on the star.
Got one moon. DPS on star, guys.
They're all
What's your target?
Moon. No magic? No magic?
Wand. Bandage if you can, guys.
Uba's down.
Shield in 5 seconds.
No magic?
What's the next kill target?
Triangle.
Triangle.
Phoenix is down. Someone needs to pick up triangle.
Piv's down.
I got him.
Need to
Go
kill
hard.
them all.
Red's healer is down. If someone can
Diamond.
help out.
Diamond's just running around.
Someone pick up time.
Heals on red. He's your last
Jaunt is the
tank.
only healer left.
Evade vulture.
Shield about to come out.
Do you want me to soulstone?
No magic. No magic on him.
Nah.
Let me get some heals.
I think it's too late now.
I mean, it's
Just kite him if you can.
Last
Banish
guy.
or evade tank if you can.
Fuck.
Red's down.
Red got teleported like 3 times in a row just now.
Yeah, it was rough.
That's basically who, because he's only one in range of Dama for the most part, so he just gets teleported over and over, which ends up being fine. It's rather better than him than somebody else.
I mean, this definitely worked better pulling the.
Yeah, we took way less damage in that one spot.
For some reason, I am personally having a lot of trouble holding my target. Like, X just, no matter how much I taunt him or any of my abilities, he just like goes and hits whoever he wants.
We've got loot on 2 of these guys. I'm not even sure if it's epics or not.
You know, the one I'm not gonna be able to get to until after our next.
We took less damage there. We almost, I feel like that was clean.
Oh, we almost had that.
I think I'm gonna step out of shadow and start healing when the sheeps pop, because that seems like when we start going awry and the healing starts to get weak at that.
I got nuked right at the start, though.
Is that main? I saw some one of the
Yeah.
healers. Oh yeah.
Yeah, pivot. For some reason, you pull X from me every single time right in the beginning, which I don't understand because you're not even my healer.
It's just healing in the area basically, because I'm just dumping heals into red to start, because he usually has a few mobs, and then once it gets.
Yeah, we usually have to very aggressively heal red at the start, so we build a lot of healer aggro.
We need practice on this guy anyway. I feel like we're getting better. We're kind of learning.
Quick question: Are you guys even going to be able to reach us in the little fire pit, or do I need to be running back?
Oh, we can get people in the center of the fire pit.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Just not.
I don't think
they're
we can
on the mobs' bodies. You can't. But
right.
Yeah,
that's another good thing about us all being down here is we can res people easier.
Alright, we got it this time.
I'm glad to know the kill zone worked out a lot better.
Actually, I need Senate to say that we got it this time.
Only thing I wanted is, before I say that, I'm not liking sheeping in this little fire ring. It is constantly LOSing me with this little divot it has, so I have to run all the way up here just to re-sheep. Not sure if other mages are having that issue. I know I am. So I'm almost tempted to wand it, drag it out a little bit, and then re-sheep it again.
Oh, when they're in the ring?
Yeah, when they're in that little fire pit, for some reason that little slant to it is just enough LOS to keep me from even re-sheeping. So I literally had to run up to the fire ring even to re-sheep.
Do we can pull them to the left or something, if that makes it easier.
Right. I'm thinking I'll sheep it initially in the pit, because that's where they automatically go for the ice block and everything. And then I'll go to the left, probably wand it so it aggroes on me, and then re-sheep it again out of the... Just so it's at least clear-sighted, because for some reason it's that little divot is just enough to make me not be able to sheep from this edge up here, and it was a huge bother because I had to run all the way over then back to the edge. It was just wasting my time. When I could have been like DPSing the mobs or something.
Any soul stones up?
That is a good question. Probably not. We only have 2 locks this time around versus like the 4 to 5 we usually have.
I wish I could kill a mage and take his mana root.
You're talking about the Archmage room.
Do we have an encore from any of our shamans?
Yeah, mine's still up.
Okay, cool. So we'll
So
do
I
the
think-
SS, and then we could. We'll do Ankh next time around. We'll save the SS for after that.
So I was gonna say, I think if I had used my Soulstone, we might have finished that fight. So it might be worth like getting the Soulstone, using the Soulstone if I need it, and then relying on the Ankh for res.
That's fine, yeah.
Because like Soulstone brings me back with like 3,000 mana, which goes a really long way.
That's true. Alright, well, let's wait for the 3 minutes for that to come up, and then we'll go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll use my discretion. If it looks like it's close, I'll use it. But if we're clearly gonna go down, I'll just use it for reses.
Oh, you might have a Hellstone as well, please. I'm having to pot mid-fight. And I'm using it for the armor since I'm tanking 2 at a time. Thank you. How much more time left, Blind? The SS?
We're so
Yeah, I got 3 agi potions if some people want.
One more minute, guys. What do we want the soulstone on? Jomai?
Yeah, probably either me or Pivot. Like I have Fade, so I usually live a little bit longer, but both are good.
I still have my battle res too. I've just been not able to use it right away.
I think,
In that case, me.
Looks like we're about to have a couple beat reses ready.
Yeah, we're about to have a big reses up for this next fight, so we should got this shit.
So do we want to just wait that 5 minutes so we have all of them available? Or are we only not going to worry about having them all and save some for Rag?
Yeah, save some for Rag, probably.
Alright, I feel good. I feel like
Yeah, we got it this time.
We get
You
like
said
one
it.
more.
Cinna said it.
Alright.
Triangles up.
Someone pick up that.
Getting beat on.
Yeah, something's wrong with my hotkey.
No melee.
No
No
melee.
melee.
No, I lost him. Got him.
Let's moon sheep. Thank you.
Next shield in 5.
Let's get a whole shut up. Fuck.
I got battle.
No magic. No magic.
Literally just shoot myself.
Yeah, that happens. Sheep back
Don't
on
hit
diamond.
diamond. Don't hit diamond.
We lost crazy.
Stop hitting diamond.
I got star.
There's a dot on diamond for some reason.
Why? Why is there a
No
dot
melee.
on
No melee.
Let's use fuck.
Melee's good.
Alright, we gotta be careful. All these sheep are about to pop.
Yeah, be ready on the sheep. Shield in 5.
We're gonna get star next. We're gonna get star next.
Gonna get them all.
Focus.
Right.
No magic.
Move us down.
Jova's down.
Bandage if you can. Pivot's down also.
Fuck. Red's down.
We're out of healers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
God
like
damn.
I'm watching the healers just getting fucking ham jammed on constantly. Like
Yeah.
I was getting just beat down constantly.
Yeah, I told you, like, you, for some reason, X keeps going right for you. I can only taunt him every 10 seconds.
Yeah, but you gotta. Are you like shield bashing? I don't know what the hell.
Yes,
what you're
thank
doing.
you. I'm doing all the abilities I'm supposed to. I'm not a real tank.
Are you in defensive stance? I mean that's.
Oh my god. Yes.
Them fighting work.
Are there any other condescending questions anyone wants to ask me? Is your game on?
How much liquor have you had tonight?
It's about to start cutting throats is what's about to start happening.
You're doing great, Jade. Don't worry.
Hey, but go make some margarita.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised we're having issues with this fight because we actually got it down pretty easily the past couple weeks. So
I kinda
it's a little...
It's just adding up all the factors. The less healers, less tanks, less people, man. It's just it's not the you know what I mean. All the other previous times we've had all that, you know.
Couple more healers.
I also don't think it's ever really been easy. I think it's always been kind of a scramble.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it was easy or anything like that, but it didn't seem like it was this hard, I guess. And maybe it's just the lineup that we have is making that big of a difference. Nah.
Yeah, I know we had 8 healers when we one-shot.
Yeah, normally one of the shamans is just chain healing all the DPS, and we're not having that big of an issue.
Yeah, I think we basically almost have as many healers as we have tanks, so it's hard for. We usually have a few people just random raid healing, which helps.
Dang, and we got no one in guild right now that's not with us. One.
We're just getting unfortunate with like a healers or like one of them's getting like wrecked in the beginning every time.
Was there a call out for when they were all gonna pop?
There was not, and we didn't even technically have star with it. So when it popped, we had 4 fully healed healers ready to kick our ass. So that time we did not prep the double. I think we're focusing a lot of effort on positioning the elites that I think we kind of forgot to grab that star one.
So the issue
Yeah,
that I'm having with that is that whoever's sheeping star is just too good. Because basically I can't, star is basically sheeped in the center. And so you got all these other healers next to the kill zone. It almost makes it easier to just get one of them, as opposed to running all the way to the center to pick up Star and then bringing them back. You get what I mean?
I could delay Star, let him run further.
Or just switch sheep targets. I mean, I don't know. Because I almost feel like busting an audible on that one and just be like, oh, let me just pick up triangle as opposed to Star.
Yeah, just do that. Whatever.
Yeah, whichever one's easiest for you. I think we'll kind of get the idea because we know once we're on Nipple, he's always going to have a +1. Nipple's always going to have that +1 with it. So whatever it is, you can make that call. We'll kind of get the idea at that point, and we know we got to get both of them down at the same time.
Gonna say our lock's got to be really low on shards.
But yeah, I don't know what was going on with Diamond. It somehow had a dot on it. I think it was like deep wounds or something. That might have been unintentional because I think that one's just from crits, right?
Yeah, I think just calling out like that third target or third or fourth target is pretty important.
Yeah, if the tank could just say your target is down and out.
Right.
I mean, so far the only way I've been able to keep up with the kill order is just by actually looking at as soon as the target is down, then that's when I spam my RW kill order. But it'll be a lot more helpful if the tank is like, oh, sheep down, or I mean moon down, or square down, or whatever.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw down a repair bot. Everyone's really low.
Also, to who was asking about the sheep earlier, I found it a lot easier to sheep it in the center, wand it once just to pull him out of the ring and immediately start sheeping. By the time you get your sheep off, he should be out of the pit. I found that to be a lot easier to deal with than versus leaving the sheep in the pit.
Alright guys, we had a set of rogue bracers drop off of one of those ads. So I had to pick them up because I didn't want it to despawn, but they're BOE.
Nice.
So
let's roll them off.
yeah, so I can't do it through the normal system because I picked them up. But if you do what Chunderfield just did, if you need them, go ahead and say need in raid chat, and Jomai's gonna figure out the PR.
If you need them, can you send me a !info so I can see your PR? This is Jomai.
Looks like just Chunder and Brad.
Doom, did you need those too? Slambush, send a !info to Jomai.
Slambush, are you rolling?
Yes, he's rolling. He says need.
I'd imagine he would need those.
All right, thanks. Give me a minute to do math.
Math.
Damn programmer.
I actually didn't even realize we're 5 people short on this too. That doesn't help.
Yeah, with a couple of healers would help.
Well, it's good practice. I think it's kind of like, this is a guy we've kind of got, but it's still very sloppy every time we do it. So it's kind of, I feel like we're getting better and better.
Yeah. Training day, folks.
Right. I think we're learning more about this too, like what abilities are being cast from which casters and whatnot.
Brad.
Congrats, Brad.
That's right.
That was red, Brad.
Oh, and can you link them too, so I can figure out how much GP to give him? Oh, never mind. You already did. 42.
Well, they've been talking about rolling off those bracers the whole time, man.
Joe Meyer, you do it his GP, so I don't have to do it.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'm gonna get it after this fight because our buffs are.
Right.
On the
So
top.
are we ready to go for another attempt?
Pretty soon we be putting them babies on the auction house, you know what I'm saying? And then like making 1,000.
For sure.
Right.
Let's get a priest their weapon or a hunter their freaking.
I'm gonna get you here, sir. Let me repot real quick, 1 second.
Don't you worry about Willie.
Oh, may I also have a Hellstone, please? Sorry, brought that up late. Hellstone for Big Daddy incoming, please. Thank you.
Oof. Yeah, I imagine we're out of shards. Yeah.
So one last thing before we start, since we have 10 minutes left, should we just go all out, use all the reses?
10 minutes. Oh, 10 minutes left in the raid.
It's 8:50.
Use it all.
Yeah. We might as well get an eye or a leaf out of it.
Just down this guy. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get this fucker down.
All right, down this guy.
Yeah, act like you know what you're doing.
Well, we're professionals. We've done this a couple times. Let's just do.
Pop the pods.
All right, here we go.
All right, guys, come on.
And there goes that.
Fuck!
Damn, come on, guys.
Resheep diamond. Nice.
Sorry, I was pulling him out of the ring.
All good. Shield and 2.
No magic.
As soon as shield's down, triangle needs to get resheeped.
Yeah. Resheeping now.
Resisted.
Let's get square down. Up to battered box.
Shield in 3 seconds.
No magic.
Square.
Use some cooldowns if you have to. Get these motherfuckers down.
Shield in 5.
Lose.
Go ahead and get that one with nipple.
Alright, bring Star towards me.
No melee, no melee.
Focus, guy.
Melee's
One
good.
and done, one and done.
I'm sorry, I popped triangle. My bad. I thought it was time to taunt them.
Bring Star down a little bit more.
No melee, no melee.
Everybody on star. They bring it down quicker.
Melee's good.
Everything's popped.
Okay.
Moon.
Keep it up, come on.
No melee, no melee.
Battle res crazy if you can. Someone has a battle res crazy.
Can we get an innervate on Jomai?
Melee's good.
Pivot, you're a stud.
Yo, undead can cannibalize these.
Jadex is down. Triangle.
I'm on triangle, I'm on triangle.
Uba's down for Arc.
You pick up diamond.
Melee off, melee off.
Swap into bear
Oh,
pivot.
damn. Son of a bee!
Let's get triangle down.
Melee's good.
We got 2 mobs left, guys.
Resist.
Come on.
Come on, come on.
I need
Bandage if
someone
you
on
can.
diamond.
No magic.
Motherfucker wins again.
Oh, fuck.
Damn, our core group is really necessary, huh?
Fuck.
Womp womp.
So like,
I know none of us are liking this feeling right now.
We're all fucking beaten and feeling rough.
Yeah, we're a whole party short.
Right,
yeah,
right.
we're a party
we're
short.
missing a
We're
lot of
some
our
healers
core
short.
raiders, too.
We also don't have all our main tanks. But
Looks like there's loot on one of these little bastards.
And I'm only counting for about a half because my DPS suck.
the
Nah, don't fret about the DPS, man. It's not just that.
Rough.
I purely healed that time. Probably not worth.
No, we did our best, so I'm not too worried about it. We learned a little bit more about this fight. We got some BOEs out of this runs.
Dude, we got one more attempt left on us.
Yeah, for real.
I'm down. I mean, we did use that robot, so we've all got the armor ready.
Somebody died right off the bat when we first.
do we have a res? I don't know if we have a.
Yeah, that.
I kind of figured
That
we
dab
don't.
was too
I
good.
started running just.
Yeah, if we have to run, I don't think we have time. Because I think we probably got some respawns, maybe. I don't know. Fucking Domo. We'll have to look up some more strategy things. I think a lot of the problem is when everything pops, we just take a tremendous amount of damage and it's hard to recover from it. And all the healers just go and it's hard to heal through the tanks and stuff like that once that happens. But
I'm gonna predict that the strat has something to do with having a certain amount of healers to be able to power through that. You know what I mean? Like the DPS can be awesome and on point, but they take too much damage.
Right. And that's where that even having one extra healer. Like I think we said we usually
Yeah,
have some
right.
shamans doing chain heal, which helps a lot.
Before we leave, can we award some EP for the raid?
Yeah, we should do that. Everyone should get some EP for this. Everyone put the effort in. We all showed up. I think everyone deserves that. Oh shoot, we have no one able to res, huh? We're running back now.
Yeah, Jadex, I'm running back. I'll get there if I can.
Cardio.
I wasn't paying enough attention. Dang.
Oh, is there a warlock here? Just oh no, never mind. Right,
Nah, we're gonna have to
disregard.
run it. There's
Nah,
a
that
chance.
was-
I was gonna say there's a chance we might have gotten another BOE. One of those bastards was sparkling, so we'll see. Maybe there's at least a reward for one of our classes.
Yeah, I wouldn't anyone drop raid yet, because if you do, you can't roll home whatever gear this is.
Right. Well, shit, everyone. We do appreciate that you all came out. Hell yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys. We'll look at some strategy stuff to see if there's ways to alleviate some of the issues, because it's not always going to be a perfect group makeup. And I think
That, or I guess we might need to recruit more healers still. I mean, that's the only thing I think we've really been lacking overall ever is just healers.
Yeah.
I think we had that issue, what was it, 2 weeks ago on RAG?
I'll respec if I can still roll for damage.
Oh no.
And if I can get like a, you know.
They do despawn, because it just went away.
Oh, the one with the sparkle?
It must have not been an epic then, because the ones before, they were there for way longer than that.
yeah, it's probably like some stone or something.
Right, some weird white or gray. Well, shit. I was kind of hoping we get another BOE.
I mean, an option is if people are on, we can do an attempt again after Ani, either tomorrow or something. But we'll only do that if the majority of this raid is online.
Yeah, it takes a while to clear to him also, so.
Right, and I think we figured out what was going on with Oni now. I mean, obviously, step one, we'll make sure everyone's in Discord. I think we had a few people who weren't. But now that we know that incoming has to be like much higher, what was it, 40% this last time? And then some of the mages have to actually do a couple frost bolts at the beginning in phase 1. That alone, I think, fixed a lot of the problem we had. Well, I guess we'll provide some ports for everyone.
If anyone has extra time, they could help me with. Well, I'm not sure the BRD. I mean, how quick I can get those burning essences.
You're only going to get one per dark coffer, so we have to go all the way to the vault. I think
He can get 2 per.
Yeah, he can
there's a
get
chance.
2.
Oh, there is.
I'm
So it's
down,
100%
I'm
chance
down to
to
run
drop
it with you. No, it's 50% chance. I ran that shit like 6 times today. It was a big pain in the ass.
Ooh,
but
brutal.
No, but yeah, I'll run it with you and coming up, throw on my dual wield, and then I can just DPS with you, honestly, if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great, dude. Because I'm not sure exactly as to what exactly I gotta do. As to what
Yeah, I
do.
got you, dog.
You just gotta loot the dark
let's do
coffer.
that.
That's it.
Well, it's a big. You have to like. So you go to the place, you look at the picture, you find out who has the key, then you go throughout the rest of fucking BRD, find the dude that has the key, take the key, run back to the dark coffer, open the dark coffer, and hope that it's there.
Right.
Yeah.
Better fucking drop.
It's so annoying. I like I said, like 6 times, and then on the last time it dropped 2 keys, and then the time before that was 1. So it's like Jesus. But yeah, I'm down to help out. I'm not doing anything.
Right, and it has to be you who loots it incoming because it's BOP.
Yes, yeah, soulbound. It's not too bad though. It's still fucking BRD with like gear.
Right, I was about to say, with the gear we have, BRD is actually easy at this point.
Yeah,
so
geared
we'll
up
fly through. I
60s.
think one night, Say What and a bunch of us did BRD, and we kind of flew right through it, like half asleep. It was kind of easy.
It was like I think it was me, Sinith, fucking Say What, we and I think Adrian was there maybe. I don't know. We ran that.
Oh,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
Raging, yeah.
Remember? Yeah, because we killed the Emperor.
Say What was like half a fucking sleep.
Oh my god, he was so ridiculous. So he blew a kiss at a girl or something in game, and then started talking to her like in real life. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, nah, he was totally
what?
zoning out. Yeah, he needed to needed some sleep after
so
that
funny.
run for sure.
Damn, I just realized I'm exactly one reputation away from with MC, like 11,999 out of 12.
That's some shit right there.
I just needed to like spit on one of the fucking flame walkers' corpses or something to get.
Hey, JetX, where are you at right now?
I'm in by Domo.
Oh shit, I'm at the entrance.
Yo, we can't port?
Oh wait, do you
We
guys
don't
want
get
to
a
port? Yeah, no, I'm here. What do you guys
I
want?
put my damn hearth at Cargill.
Oh, Foom's here.
Okay, yeah, Foom's got you guys then. Sorry,
Alright,
I didn't know there were even rests
predisposed.
going on.
Indisposed. I
Thank
could
you.
do Undercity as well. Put them all out.
No, I need a Thunder Bluff.
That's the best one.
Where you want, Bulgin?
Org's cool.
You got it, bud.
I might try to recruit some people before Ani, maybe Friday or Sunday or something, to help me. I got all the gems for the upper key. I just need to kill Ember Strike or have him breathe on the ring or whatever the hell.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna say, I think Ani might be easier for us with a smaller group and keeping a lot of healers though.
I don't think
I was gonna see what we have tomorrow. We probably won't have a full group tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. As long as we have enough healers and tanks, we should be.
What time is Oni tomorrow?
I think 6.
Oh, okay, I'm totally down for that. I'm off tomorrow.
Incoming, I would help you, but it's like.
Yeah, no worries, you're good. I appreciate it.
Sinith, you want to meet the bank in Org?
Yeah, I just need a healer.
For DE? Yeah, I can do that.
Ah, damn, I wish we killed that guy. He's like the main motherfucker I need to kill in this whole entire game.
Oh,
What,
are you
uh,
going for
what-
like the leaf or eye?
Paul, I was asking you, what gear are you looking for? Like, what gear can you use?
So I obviously need the staff off of Domo. I need the cape off of Anixia. That's literally the only thing I can really roll. The trinket, the badass trinket of ephemeral power or whatever that every caster wants that.
Talisman, yeah.
Oh, right. We still haven't
You,
even seen it yet.
Would you use the sash of the Whispered Secrets? You know what I'm talking about?
Hell yeah, that's off of Domo too.
I was gonna talk to Karm about that. and the other warlocks to see if we could, because it's shadow damage, and I think locks have been rolling on it. But since you guys can't roll on any of the Felheart stuff, maybe seeing if we can get you and Adrian that first, and then they can roll on it afterwards.
I mean, no, I think they should roll on it just as us. I'm rolling on that mage belt, you know, so I think, you know, it is.
It's mainly there's only.
But like,
Harm, I haven't actually talked to you. I was going to mention it to you. Hold on, I'll link.
But you know what I mean? I don't want to like I've been rolling on like mana igniting cord, even though like the 1% crit isn't what I'm about, but it's still an upgrade.
Yeah, it was 155 JX.
I was just going through today, and basically like 4 of my best pieces are like PvP, like my chest, legs, gloves. Like PvP is really what I need.
Yeah, that belt is mostly for Shadow Priest. I don't even think it's in the lock top 5 for best.
Okay, yeah, that. Well, is Carmen chat? I can't even.
Yeah, she can.
Mainly. Okay, mainly like there's so few Shadow Priest items that if we could get those guys that belt first, and then you guys can roll on it if you want it afterwards. But because they can't use Felheart or anything like that, it's kind of there's a few like it's the same thing with the mace for druids and shaman, like because the
prophecy's good though. Like chat, like the prophecy one actually has damage for us though. Like the tier 1, the belt's one of the few pieces that like be okay for us.
Oh, for the okay, then that's fine. Then maybe it's not that big a deal.
Like I swapped out. I mean, I swapped out the Crimson Fellhat for the tier 1 the other day. I mean, the damage on the blue is better, but the tier 1 has so much fucking intellect, and already I can tell I'm like not running out of mana nearly as bad in this.
It definitely helps getting some in stamina for some of these raids, especially when longevity becomes more of an issue than actually dumping out the DPS.
Gear's freaking weird in this game. I mean, hell, the 2 best in slot, or the best in slot robe for, I think, warlocks, shadow priests, and maybe even mages were both won by freaking shaman both times they dropped.
Oh, volatile, the 2 crit.
Oh yeah, the crit.
Yeah, if you don't have the archmage or anything, or even like Winter's Knight is your, I guess, pre-raid vis, I think a volatile is literally this after that, because it's a shit ton of crit for sure.
It's definitely not as good for Shadow, just because only Mind Blast crit.
Oh, I didn't even, because the Mind Flay doesn't matter, huh?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I passed on the robe. That'd be kind of fucked.
Right, it's really good for shamans though, because they benefit a lot from
It's great on
and I think
shamans,
almost every mage has like arch mage robes, or they're planning on getting it, so a lot of them don't even roll on it.
Yeah.
I imagine it's still good for warlocks though. I think they still like it.
It's best in slot for Warlock.
Right, I think it's a really good robe. Like if I didn't have archmage robe, I would have rolled on volatile as well. It's really good.
I think any mage that's leveling up knows he's going to get them archmage robe, starts farming for the mats early.
Right. I mean, well, in general, they have to run tailoring. I know some people they would run tailoring up just to get that recipe, then drop tailoring as soon as they got
That's what I did on Foom, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of almost wish I did that, but I'm okay with keeping my tailoring. I've got a few things I like on it, like making bags for homies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Anyway, mainly my point is just going through some of the MC items and making sure that we're not. I think we had a neck piece drop that went to a healer that was like a damage neck piece that probably should have gone to a damage dealer. It would have done more good. Because
Oh,
I think
did
now that
it-
we have rag, there's a better neck on off rag for
Right.
healing, or even the animated chain necklace is almost better for healing. So
I'm
just making
gonna-
sure we're getting our items to have the max, usage that they can for now until we. But I think we have been doing a good job about it. It's just I just wanted to talk to some of the classes before. and
I'm
make
gonna
sure
go
they're
back
okay.
to saying that we should give the bow to hunters. We're not down in Doma.
Yeah, same exact thing. Like
yeah.
what
If we're-
and same with the eye and the mace and stuff like that. Like I think Saywat was talking to the priest about it. So it's kind of there's just a few items, and as we get better and better, that stuff starts to shift. So now that bow is better on rogues and warriors because it would do more good for you guys to have the.
Well, what Baljan was saying was the fact that we technically did not down Doma this week, so he's wondering if we should open that back up to melee and hunters rolling on it again. But if they win the bow, should we make them like, if let's say 1 week Striker's Mark drops and we let melee and hunters roll, hunter wins it. Should we just not let them roll on the leaf that week or the next 2 weeks or something? Like, hey, let the other hunters don't have a better one. Like, you just got an epic. Should we like put a pause on them or something? Like, make sure we're getting full use out of it.
It gets tricky. We just want the least amount of things in somebody's bank as possible. You know what I mean? So they're not replacing gear that somebody else could be using. But I kind of leave it up to you guys. Like, it's up to the hunters for the most part what they want to do. But
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess the only thing I'm worried about is like if someone were to win that, then all of a sudden roll on the leaf and win that right away. It's like, well, what the fuck? That bow just got wasted. At least that's my concern mostly. I just don't want to see anything get wasted right away. I'm totally cool with hunters rolling on the bow again, though, since it's unfortunate we didn't down Doma this week. I kind of get that, because if we were downing him every single week perfectly, then I would say like, oh yeah, no, hunters are gonna get their leaf like guaranteed at some point. But now it's like, fuck, now we're running into issues. Weirdly enough, and it might just be this week, maybe just because we were missing the few guildies. But yeah, no, I think conversation is necessary for sure.
yeah, I think it's just team makeup a little bit was our struggle for that.
Man,
I think Saywat's skills are drastically underestimated.
No, it's there's like four of us that are like pretty chunky healers, and when you remove one of those, it becomes a lot more difficult. Even just like main raid healing is a lot trickier. You're basically removing like, because we like our, I don't know, it's different from every fight, but if you go to the overall data, like some of our newer healers are doing like 1/4 of the heals of some of the more geared ones.
So they're not trying hard enough.
No, they're trying. They're doing fine. It's just you can only do so much unless you have like full plus healing gear and stuff like. Yeah, that's true. We can't.
We got any
expect
extra DPS that want to help out on with incoming? Trying to do some BRD stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. I will look, if you guys have time, check out some demo stuff and try to see if we can kind of mitigate some of the damage. I thought we did good. We had a few good runs where it got pretty close and just kind of ran out of mana at
We
the
could
end.
consider that protection potions. Like at least everyone have at least 1 or 2 for that fuck.
Do you think we could consider, since, I mean, we've almost always got almost a full raid for Oni on Sundays, maybe if we down Oni first shot, we can go back and try Major Demo?
Yeah. I mean, if everyone's down for it and we got the numbers, I don't see why not.
Like, I don't see it happening tomorrow because it's an off raid, this one doesn't happen every week.
Right.
I would be down on Sunday to do it if people were down. The only thing, the problem with Oni is like we usually have maybe 25 to 30 people on Sundays for some reason. So as long as we can get like a full raid, we might be fine.
I'll update the guild note and just like let people know we're gonna try Domo after Ani if enough people are on, so maybe some people will come back.
I thought we were rehearsing, Rachel. Or you guys?
Yeah, it's
Oh, you cut out.
we're rehearsing at 2. We were gonna rehearse in the evening for you, and then you decided you can't.
I'm working like all day. It's the final show for the kids.
Oh, you guys are talking about something else. I was so confused for a second.
Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go.
Good night, man.
You have a great night.
Did you guys need anything else from me before I log off?
Were you reimbursed for the flask?
Yeah, Jadix got me. We're all taken care of, man. We're all good.
I'll take about 500 gold for my amount.
Gotta play that lotto, buddy.
I am, man. Every week, I wanted her to put the bracers in the lotto, spice it up a little bit.
We talked about in the future doing that when the guild's doing a bit better. I think we need a lot of like golden guild currently because we're still buying mats.
No, I definitely agree. But the gambler in me would love that.
Well, hold on.
I bet.
Jadix, are you still here? You still on? Fuck.
No, she's gone.
I could have sworn we have Onyxia set for 3 on Sunday, not 6. I don't know. Did anyone change the guild message of the day?
I'm checking Gilded real quick. Let's see what the calendar says. I think most people are basing it off what they see on Gilded.
OMD is at 3 o'clock on Sundays.
Yeah, 3 o'clock's on Gilded. I think that's what people are basing it off. I mean, I guess the guild message might be a little confusing. We might want to fix
She
that.
probably just meant like Eastern time.
Oh no, because tomorrow was 6. So she just put the wrong day, I think.
A 3 server is 6 server for us, or 6 Eastern.
Oh, right. So it's just a little confusing. So we can probably just put Eastern time on there, or just put 3 o'clock server.
Yeah, tomorrow is 6 o'clock server time for.
Wait, what do we? Wait, what? When we? Tomorrow? What?
So. I think.
Go ahead, man.
I think what she meant to put down was 3 o'clock on Sunday, but at the same time, I don't know if she was talking about Onyxia tomorrow at 6.
No, I think when she looked at Gilded, she probably just looked at the wrong Oni and grabbed the wrong.
Right, because we technically have 2 Onis going down. We're going to attempt to do one tomorrow as well. Hopefully enough people get on, because I don't think we have a lot signed up on Gilded right
Oh no, I'm getting it down tomorrow, whether we got enough people on.
Fair enough. Looks like we have... I'm actually going to join that too. We're going to have 21 on it.
Yeah, I have work around that time, so I might either have to plug it tonight or not do it.
Right.
Yeah, because
When does
I
it
mean,
reset?
it's gonna reset Saturday morning at like 11 o'clock. So,
So tomorrow night's the last attempt then.
How many more garbage quests I got to do to get it tuned?
What part you on?
Finding Rexar.
Well, you find him a couple times. Which part did you do before that?
The first time, I guess, that's what I'm on.
Oh no, you've got a couple more, sir. Sorry. Because I think it's eyes first, and then you gotta go, or...
You gotta find that dirty bastard like 3 times.
Yeah, you go back to him like 3
pain
total
in the
times.
ass.
Yeah.
Like fucking 45 minutes looking for him and shit.
Ally had that so easy for attunement, not having to find some freaking trash mob.
Just make sure you're going from south to north, because he always patrols south along the road and stuff.
I think he even goes into like the next area too. Like
He does. Yep.
The jungle.
He goes into Fairless, or I think the Twin
Stone
Colossals. Yeah, those Twin Colossals is where he stops, and then he'll despawn and then respawn at the Stone Talon border again, and then start walking south again. So what I always do to look for him is I'll fly to Shadow Prey, I'll immediately go down to Fairless. If he's not there, I will start from the Twin Colossals and work my way up. He goes down the road from there through the graveyard, and then he takes that road from the graveyard all the way north to the Stone Talon border. He takes the same path all the time, and if people talk to him, he stops. So if someone happens to find him, you can ask them just to talk to him, just give coordinates or something.
Yeah, just Decimalist chat that shit. Like, please, someone tell me where this guy.
Most people are willing to. I usually will ask and then spam it a couple times. Even while you're flying in, you should be able to ask. And, well, every now and then someone happens to walk by him. Most people are willing to help.
Oh yeah, I called him out every time I saw him when I was leveling.
Right. Same here. I did the same thing. It's because I think most people who understand what he's for, they're like, oh, people are going to want to know where he is.
I didn't know what he was for, just that everybody was looking for him all the time.
Now you know. Right, and they're always looking for him because they have to see him 3 total times, which is pretty annoying. But, you know, once you're done with it, then you're done. You never have to go back again unless you delete your Drakefire amulet, then you will have to find him. So hopefully you don't do that on accident.
So
and I got my Blackwing Lair tuned today.
Right. That one's like super easy compared to Oni. They made Oni the hardest attunement out of all of them. Well, not hardest, just the most time consuming is what it is.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I had to do Ubers twice because the first time I went through, I didn't loot rents.
Oh no! Don't forget. Okay, so you got Ren's head, you got your trinket, everything. Eventually, you will have to get the blood off the last guy. That's like the last part to go to Ubers. You will have to go back. Just remember to loot the blood. It'll be one of those things you just try and tell yourself in your head, you're like, loot the motherfucker, because you're definitely not going to want to miss that one.
Yeah, I've already had to run it twice for the head. I don't want to have to run any more than I absolutely have.
Right. Well, every now and then we do runs in Ubers still. We don't do them as often anymore because they were technically what turned into our raid night. We were doing Ubers every, I think, Wednesdays and Thursdays. But I think every now and then, if enough people need Ubers done for like the attunement or something like that, or like what you need, if we have a bunch of people ready to do that, we typically group them all together and try to do the run at once. So yeah, if you happen to notice any other guildies needing it, definitely group up and let the guild know. A lot of times we'll just kind of do it because it's also really easy now since we're all really geared from raid gear, so we can run Ubers in like less than an hour essentially.
Yeah, first group I went through, I was sitting about 560 for DPS. Second group, everything was dying so fast. We had 2 shamans just chain lightning everything.
Oh yeah, elementals apparently do a lot of damage. I guess until AQ, then they get to cry a little bit or something, which I never really thought about until someone pointed that out. Well, at least when AQ comes out, I can actually go a different spec other than Frost. I'm getting sick of seeing Ice. I'm literally leveling an alt mage now, and I'm purposely going to level Fire just to do something fucking different.
Now, how'd you do your talents for Frost?
For leveling or rating? Which way?
Rating.
I mean, it's essentially the same. It depends on which way you want to go. If you want Ice Barrier, what you're going to skip is like Frostbite and shit and just dump your points into everything else. I don't get improved Cone of Cold or anything. No improved Frost Nova or anything that was... There's a couple points you just kind of move around, but...
How many points you put in Arcane?
Oh, you still go all the way down to, was it Meditation for the extra... mana regeneration. You're going to want that regardless.
Right, I
so
got
that's
19 there, so I've got, the 3 in the Arcane Meditation. And then 32 in Frost.
Yeah, let me log back on. Sorry, I wasn't even logged on anymore. Let me check my mage real quick. Because, yeah, there's 2 ways you can do mage. You can either go full Frost for the extra survivability. I do like having Ice Barrier, especially during fights where you're kind of getting hit with shit. It's nice. It's a little buffer, so healers don't have to fret about it too much.
I do
So
have the
obviously-
ice barrier so that I can keep it up all the time.
Yeah, no, it's nice. So like I said, you skip Frostbite, you skip Frost Nova, Improved Shatter. I don't bother with Improved kind of Cold or Improved Blizzard. I don't think any of those are necessary for single target because the way I spec'd was purposely for boss fights. I wanted single target. So you're basically going to get, I have 31 points in Frost. I imagine you put an extra point in like Permafrost or something.
I don't know where my extra point's at.
Right, because I have 1 extra point, I think, into...
I've got
Frost.
5 in the Frostbolt, 3 in Precision. Oh, I got 1 in Frost.
1 in where?
Frostbite.
Oh, yeah, in the end, that one just becomes useless. Like, if you're doing site PvP, that might help, but in the end, the Frostbite's just useless for raiding. You're not really ever going to get hit, and it's just a wasted point. I wouldn't have bothered with that. You would be better off getting something like, you say you were 19 points in Arcane? That's actually pretty good, because I imagine you went and got Arcane Meditation and everything, Concentration, and Subtlety. Those are the main ones you want. I personally like getting Magic Absorption just because it gives me more resistance, and that just kind of helps with different raids and whatnot. Then 3 points in Arcane Focus, and I had 2 extra points. I said fucking went Improved Counterspell because I'm PvPing occasionally in AV for reps, so having Improved Counterspell helps with that. But besides that, I'm, like you said, Improved Frostbolt, Precision, Shards, Piercing Ice, Cold Snap, you know, all the traditional stuff, Reach, Frost Channeling, Ice Block, Winter's Chill, Barrier, and then my last 2 points I dumped into Permafrost. Because since I was single target, I was like, fuck it, Permafrost is kind of okay for PvP too.
Right, Silly, you weren't here last night.
No, I
But
wasn't.
started second place drawing for the lottery edition. So that it's fair and everything. I'm mailing you a reply with your lottery entries. That reply will have an amount of ticket numbers for you. That set of ticket numbers will be the numbers that are yours when I do the roll for second place. I'm going to invite a couple people into group when I roll so that they'll see what the numbers are, and I'm going to have them announce it out. So if you delete your response mail, whatever, I've got the information right here in front of me. But if you want to see if you win based just on the roll and the announcement, then hang on to your mail.
All right, cool. Oh, so I didn't buy my tickets until today because I know I just sent in 20 gold. And I wasn't even sure. I was like, if this week I even bought any because I was kind of off for like half a week. I couldn't remember.
I just got it. You're fine.
Okay, cool. So that was my first submission then. I couldn't remember if after last Sunday I gave you another 20 or not. So, all right, I'm cool. I'm glad I put myself in. I almost forgot. So yeah, I'll keep my voucher.
Each ticket is worth 2 on the second place rolling. So if you bought 10 tickets, you'll be like, I think yours was 101 through 1.
Yeah, 101 through 120. Yeah. And so that's only for the second place in case, because you have to like do it a differently way since the add-on's not working for the second place thing.
That's correct.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Then yeah, I think the idea about doing the group and then rolling the number right there with the group, that's a great idea. So, and we can just do a raid for that, obviously, and just make it nice and easy. Like, all right, anybody who wants to see it, just join the raid.
Yeah, I was going to do that. Anybody who wanted to be, see the roll, and if they had tickets, they could see what numbers they were and see if they won based on the roll.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea.
But if not, at least I'll have 1 or 2 people in a group with me that can verify what I rolled, and everybody will know their numbers because not only do I have it written down, I mailed it to you, and I have it listed on Guild.
Right. No, I see what you're doing, man. I think that's a good idea because I know people joke about it being weird, but I'm like, if we get new members, they may not know about it and they're not familiar with us as the members. So, I know what you're doing. I think it's a good idea. It'll alleviate any skepticism because I can see what people feeling weird because what was that? I won second place the first time, then JDX won first place this last time. And it's like, I mean, coincidence is coincidence, but I know what you're doing, man. I think it's a great idea. I mean, shoot, if we want to help, like, to make sure, I don't know. No one's really complained, though, have they? Not really complained.
No, nobody's really said anything. People joked around about it because, yeah, JDX won this last one, and Say What won second.
Oh, I didn't even know Say What won the second place. So, yeah, didn't you say, though, most of the people playing were the officers in the end? Like, a lot of people weren't really pitching.
Yeah, about half of the participants were officers, and the other half, we had a good 19 or 20 people.
Oh, nice. Well, yeah, so the chances of officer winning, if 50% of the entries are just from officers, okay, yeah, that's a 50% chance that someone in the officer channel. Yeah, I could see that. That's funny. But yeah, man, I'm still excited. I think the lotto thing's a great way. How much gold have we made for the guild doing the lotto so far? Because this is only week 3.
This is just week 3, so for the first 2 weeks, we made more last week, like 70.
Nice. No, that's good. I mean, that helps a lot, because especially for things like flasks and whatnot, that's super awesome. I think that was a really fun way of, like, instead of people, like, paying their dues, like someone had mentioned before, it's like, I would never be a part of a guild that's like, yo, pay your dues. I'm like, fuck off. I find this to be a much funner way to, like, help to throw some gold into the guild. This is
I don't see a point in paying dues. Certain games, I know a lot of people like ESO Online, they force their people to pay dues because they have to bid on an auctioneer or else they won't have a way to sell. And your bid is based off of the guild lead can place a bid on a location, not just a person, and they can only bid on one location or however much, and there's a chance they'll lose the bid, so they might not even get it then, so they really have to bid a shit ton of frick.
See, that doesn't sound fun. I think a whole, like, traditional lotto, just like people see in real life, I think that's an easy thing people can grab a concept of, like, oh, cool, I can buy some tickets, you know, I either win a bunch of money, or it just basically goes towards the pot and whatnot. That's straight and simple. I like it.
I mean, at least we have a second place winner. At least we have a first place winner. A lot of lotteries don't even guarantee a first place.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be weird. At that point, I'd be like, wait, so where the fuck's the money going to?
A lot of it, 20% of it goes to the guild, or however much they allot, and the rest of it is rolled over into the next week's lottery, so it's even more.
Oh, so it makes it even bigger. Okay, I see what you mean, yeah. So wait, how do they... Wait, is it because of, like, the person's not on they don't win, or how does that work?
No, most of the programs they use to run lotteries are the number sets are based on a specific number period in the story, and if that number is rolled and nobody has the ticket number that is that number, then nobody.
Oh, so there's actually a pool of numbers that actually gives randomly to people then.
Yeah, like 1 to 100.
Oh, interesting. So it doesn't matter if 100 people or less, it's always going to be that 1 through 100. Okay, I can see that. I mean, I could see that being kind of cool too. I guess it just makes the pot even bigger and bigger. That's kind of funny. But I think people like the idea of every week there's a new winner, and then the pot just, you know, depending on how much people pitch in, depends on how big the pot is. So that's...
Yeah, if you like winning big.
I was talking to Carm last night. One thing this guild's missing is we have a lot of raiders and everything, and we have a lot of people who were leveling, and they're now raiders. But what we are missing is a big casual base that don't want to raid. They just play the game for fun.
Right. You're gonna say mascot. Zenith, you're the fucking mascot, bud. I fucking love you.
Yeah, cool, man. Thank you. I'm glad everyone... I found it funny when everyone was like, I was wondering, I was like, I wasn't in the go. I was like, I wonder if anyone's going to say anything. I'm like, oh, my ego's been so stroked tonight. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Delusions of grandeur, man.
You're fucking adorable. You're a cutie pie. Look at you. coming in hot.
I am. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, it's great. It's what's weird too is like you were like we were talking about earlier. Is me, you, say what, fucking someone else. I think it's like Adrian. I'm pretty sure it was Adrian, but there's like 4 or 5 of us. Just right off the bat, like right when I joined the guild. I think you just joined the guild too, and it was pretty cool to get to fucking know you right off the bat. Get to know say what we had, like core members that we were just like, yeah, what's up? Let's go run fucking BRD and be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think we were running for I think it was my brother. He was on his hunter. when we were running it through. I think he was doing I think he just wanted to run it all. His character's name, Ragin. But unfortunately he couldn't raid with us. His time schedule's way later than ours, so he just never he really wanted to stay in the guild and raid with us, but in the end when he wanted to raid, it's just the times didn't fit. The one time he did raid with us, he said he felt guilty because he's like his kid was like in the crib staring at him. He's like, Daddy'll be with you in a moment, and it didn't feel right. Yeah, he's right. And he's like, the kid was fine, and he was watching his kid, but he said it didn't feel right knowing that the kid was awake and whatnot. And he's like,
just fucking staring at him.
Yeah, and like,
I mean,
it was fine,
that's a little
but
rough.
he was like, it gave him guilt, and he was just like, I can't do that. He's like, I really wanted to raid with you guys, so I did that one time, and it was fun. But he's like, I gotta play when the kid's asleep. He's like, I just can't just have the kid staring at me. It just makes him feel negligent, and he's too good of a father to do that. I love the fact that my brother's actually a good father. So
Yeah, my dog does the same thing to me. He just sit there and stare at me.
right, he's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm doing something that does not involve you. But to a baby, man, they're just like, why aren't you paying attention to me? I'm just like, oh god.
Because you're a baby.
She's a
You wanna
baby.
play or something?
Her and I
yeah.
have not been apart for 8 years.
Oh, that's your kid, man.
Yeah, she used to sleep in my bed until she lost her leg. Now she can't jump up there, so she sleeps down next to the bed.
She lost her leg. That's rougheroni.
Oh, did you just make a dog pun?
Me? I don't know if I don't know.
I heard rough, and I was like, oh, dog puns.
Probably she gets along just fine. You ought to see her chase the cats.
How'd she lose her legs?
She was chasing a cat and got hit by a car.
Oh! Yeah, that'll do it.
My fucking
She's a Border Collie Australian cattle dog mix. That's her picture on my avatar.
I was gonna say, yeah, Border Collies want to chase, man. They're like having a healer breed in. That's just in their genetics to chase something. So yeah, that's not surprising.
They're both herding breeds, and the thing of it is the Australian cattle dog is a mix between a Border Collie and a.
I had a friend who got himself a healer, and he got the cattle version of it. Because I think there's like a couple breeds that are like for sheep and some for cow, but no, he got one that was like for the cattle, and they couldn't, like, they were getting the puppy. They're like, the puppy looks like a polar bear. I'm like, okay, guys, I'm just giving you a heads up. That is a healer, meaning that fucking thing needs to run all damn day long. As in, it's gonna have more energy than you can put up with. I was like, you're gonna have to like walk it and hike it every fucking day. And they're like, we'll get it. I'm like, are you sure? In the end, they couldn't. And it was disappointing because the dog was cute, but
yeah, that's the thing.
Man, they really did not listen to me when I tried telling. I was like, guys, I understand it. I sound conceited when I talk about dogs, but that is a farm dog. That dog. And what's good is they realized it after a couple months and whatnot, or maybe it was like a year, and they brought her to a ranch, people who had the land and had the proper training and everything. She actually became an assistant dog, apparently. But they found a good home for her, which was really good. I was glad to hear that.
Mine is a service dog. She helps me. She herds me, and that's what she likes. She is very high energy. We do play a lot in the backyard and chase balls, but you know.
You have to with breeds like that, because like some people are like, well, I want a dog that's calm. I'm like, you might want to get a lab then, man. They're like bred to just sit still and wait until the duck's dead. So you may want to get something that's a bit more, because I don't know, man, people like I personally don't promote breeds at all. I'm like, dude, just go rescue a dog personally. Because you can get your so-called breed or mix or whatever the fuck at the dog shelter. There's like, my girl loves pits. And I'm like, cool, we'll go rescue one because there's like a million of them in the shelter.
No. Like pits are like that's like one huge thing for me. People are like, oh my, because that's like a big dog, this like decade
Right.
or whatever. You know, what I mean, people love pits. Pits have like the most energy out of any dog I've met.
Dude,
Like
they
I've
do.
had pits. They have a lot of anxiety. So if you like leave them by themselves, they just like fucking destroy everything that they're like near. And they need to be ran. They need to be fucking played with for like 2 hours a day, like at least.
They also need somebody who knows what they're doing, training them. Otherwise, they can get bit.
Right.
Yeah, they have to be really loving with them. You have to know how to you like super loving with them. They're really really nice dogs. The problem is they get very master oriented, so they will do anything for their master. Meaning like
I know. I've been around them my whole life. Yeah.
Yeah, let's say it's me and Sineth and like we're buddies and we start wrestling at his house and he's got a pit. Like the pit could see me wrestling with fucking.
Right, and they get defensive because to them it's like protect dad or whichever. I had a friend of mine who had it. And what's crazy is I've seen so many friends of mine and whatnot that have had pits, and they've all been big fucking babies. Like some of the most gentle dogs I'd ever seen.
The good boys.
They really are. They're big
Oh, they
babies, man.
loving.
But if they feel like you're threatening their family, man, they will
they don't
not.
fuck around. Yeah, no.
But I have a hard time thinking a pit or something would hurt a baby around being raised by the right family. Because I've also been around pits with the wrong family, and it's like the type of stereotype that everyone thinks pits are. I'm like, no, those were just shitty people. I've seen those people, and it's like, trust me, they were beating each other up, and no wonder the dogs were beating each other up. I was like, because the whole family was dysfunctional. I was like, I've also seen people who are very loving people, and the pits were harmless. And I was like, it comes down to the person. Like, if people have all these stigmas about dogs, I'm like, no. Like, maybe some dogs maybe have a bit more tendency because it depends on the breeders as well. Because, I mean, in the end...
I heard that, actually, like, the meanest dog is, like, fucking Dalmatians.
That's what I've heard, too. I don't know. I've never really been around them.
They're not, like... Because they have, like, really small brains, apparently. So like, they're, like, even to their masters, if the masters, like, get out of hand and, like, yell at them too hard, they'll attack their masters, like, no fucking...
I've heard that. I have no experience with Dalmatian. I've seen them once in a while. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty looking dog or whichever. But I've heard that as well. I'm not too familiar with it. I have read that they're really not recommended for kids. Like, no, do not do a Dalmatian with a kid. That is stupid.
It's funny how people relate Dalmatians to firehouses, but the actual sirens and stuff at a fire station are detrimental to a Dalmatian's sensitive nature.
Was it a show or movie that coined that whole look? Because, yeah, everyone's like, oh, Dalmatians and, like, firefighters. Like, what show or movie is that from? Because I feel like that's some pop culture shit that was invented and not real.
Yeah, I think so, too, because I know that Dalmatians... Children are bad because they're noisy. They move a lot. They're, the quick hands, the quick feet. It scares the crap out of Dalmatians.
It's like when they pull on the ears or something. That dog's gonna flip the fuck out. Like, that's a thing, especially around babies, man. They're just pulling on everything. They're biting on everything. It's like you need a dog that's gonna be like,
well,
I can put up with this. I get it.
Like, just in general, having big old dogs around babies, I mean, that's why it's best to get like a puppy when you have a baby, so not only do they grow together, what I mean, but you have a puppy around a baby. That's a lot less than, like, I have a 180-pound fucking Rottweiler Mastiff, what I mean, he stands up to your fucking middle of your abs, what I mean.
Dog can eat a baby. That's what that dog can do.
He versed 2 coyotes in my backyard and killed them both.
Geez, yeah, if you've got Mastiff in that dog, Mastiff dogs just get big in general, man. There's something about that breed, man. It breeds growth.
They're huge, dude. And then you have a Rottweiler mixed with that, so there's just like this huge-ass Rottweiler.
Right.
It's just, like, brutal. But, like, you wouldn't have that. And if I'm having a kid, I'm not having fucking Baxter around my fucking kids, Even though he's he's like the best boy. You know what I mean? He's fucking adorable. He wants his belly rubbed and he just wants to cuddle. But it's like the dog's huge. You know what I mean? You can't fucking have that
Him
around.
just walking could like knock that baby out, right?
Yeah,
I know what you mean. It's like the dog's not gonna be, because I don't know, human babies are definitely something that have to be like taken care of more tenderly than a dog puppy. Dog puppies just happen to be more resilient, so that dog may not fully process that and be like, oh, well, I can totally just knock this baby around real quick, like as if it were a puppy. And it's like, no, you can't do that with human babies, unfortunately.
I watched a Dalmatian one time. I watched a Dalmatian play and jumped up and caught a guy in the cheek with its hind toenail and ripped his cheek like all the way through into his gut.
What the fuck? Dalmatians?
Dalmatians, yeah,
Dalmatian.
that's what I'm saying. Dalmatians are mean, man. Like they're like dumb dogs. They're not like the smartest dog. I'm pretty sure is German Shepherds. Like you could teach
Border
them,
Collie
like,
actually is considered the smartest. Have you seen what the sheep shepherds up in like Scotland or something do with them? They do like they can. So you've seen the like the marching bands for like some of these universities do all the figures and they're like rotating and actually making like animated like I guess symbols and shows. They've been able to train border collies to do that with sheep, where the border collies herd the sheep to make images of a giant sheep on a hill walking across. That's how smart border collies are. It's kind of dumb how smart they are.
That's so
You tell me about mine is Border Collie Australian Catalog mix, which is
You've probably got a
Border
very
Collie.
smart dog then, sir. Because both healers are not dumb neither, actually. Healers are really smart as well. They're just super fucking energetic. I think border collies are a little calmer than healers are, but
No,
they're both really smart dogs.
see, a healer is a Border Collie with a dingo mixed in.
That dingo, man. It's that freaking dingo.
The baby ate
so
my
fucking
dingo.
cool. I want
But,
a
yeah.
fucking dingo, man.
Good luck with that, man. That's a wild fucking animal. That's not a dog. That's a wild animal, is what that is.
Oh
That
yeah,
thing
yeah.
will
Oh,
eat
you're gonna
you.
get bit. like you're gonna get like training it. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna get fucking.
Dude, I don't
you're
even know
gonna
if
get
you
bit.
can train something like
You
that.
just
That's
you
just
just gotta
wild.
fucking
You would
punch it in the face. Oh
that
shit!
thing
Okay.
would probably sooner eat you. Like, even if
Oh,
you
it
got
will,
a
for
puppy, it would just not have the temperament. Because the reason why dogs are dogs is because we bred them to be docile. Like, in the past, dude, what we basically did as, like,
Oh my
humans, when we were breeding dogs for the first time, if they were aggressive, we basically just killed them. And we only kept the docile ones. So when you do that over and over again, and you start inbreeding those dogs, man, you're only going to get the docile ones. That's the only reason why we have dogs and like wolves and all these other wild animals. It's like, yeah, good luck fucking taming that. That is not tameable. And even then, when people are like, oh, I've got a wolf dog, like that's not a real wolf. That's probably like some wolf breed that I would still be insecure about. Like, I don't know, man,
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing could eat you. That's a huge animal because I've seen wolfhounds. They're fucking big. I'm like, that dog's mouth can eat
Wolves
my
are
head
like-
in one bite.
Wolves don't look anything like dogs. Like wolves are like tigers. You know.
Yeah,
What I
I wouldn't fuck with a wolf, man. I've seen the videos of people like cuddling with them, but even the person doing that, if you really are watching the person, they may be smiling and laughing, but they're sitting so stiffly still because it's like, dude, if you do anything wrong around that animal is like twice your fucking size.
Gonna
That's not
fuck you up.
something, right? That's not something you fuck with, and it's just people try to be like, oh, that's so adorable. I'm like, you're lucky that animal is fed, because if that wolf was hungry, you would not be laughing. It's like you're glad that fucking thing
It's
is
a
like, got
fucking wolf. Yeah. You know. I hate when people are like, especially so many people have taken to the idea of fucking like what is that? Like the environment around them, that like everything is safe. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
unfortunately,
they're
we
like,
have
oh, I have a pet fucking tiger. This thing's cool. Don't worry, it loves me. Motherfucker, that's a tiger. It will rape you if it needs to.
It will eat you if it gets too hungry. And even then, it's like the people who have had, so there's been celebrities who have had tigers and lions, and like, yeah, they've had them for a long time, and those tigers and lions are well fed, but every now and then that animal decides to go, yo, I want to be in charge. And
Yeah, just ask Siegfried and Roy.
yeah, there's like this.
Oh, yeah,
I don't even know
Roy.
if this might be the
Siegfried
guy you're
and Roy
talking
are
about.
great.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's if that animal feels like it, what are you going to do? Nothing. You can't do it. I think one guy said the tiger put its mouth over his neck and then let go. So the guy didn't die, but he straight up said, he was just like, that tiger decided to show me it was in charge. And he's like, I had to understand that. I'm like, yeah, no
That
shit.
sounds
But,
horrible.
that's not.
That sounds. Imagine doing
It's
that.
stupid. It's like, it's not something to cage up. That is a wild animal. And people like to do this like exotic pet shit. Like when they do chimpanzees, I'm like, that monkey can rip your face off, which they have on multiple occasions. Like, I don't know what's going on. My monkey just lost it one day, started eating my friend. I'm like, chimpanzees eat other monkeys in the wild. That monkey probably just randomly got a different thought. Like, yeah, you can raise animals as babies and they become very familiar to you, that they do, you know, they're not going to harm you as much. That is true. But it's still a wild animal in the end. There's not.
Well, that goes for all animals, dogs and cats included.
Right.
It's still an animal. It's still got the fight or flight instinct and less reasoning to go along with.
Right, and people try to act like I don't know, man. Pets are weird. I love animals, I genuinely do. But I see how people are like, I love animals too. Then they try to cage an exotic animal. I'm like, do you really though, or do you just like how they look? And it's like, you don't really like animals. Leave it the fuck alone.
I know that
Like,
here they got a thing about dogs biting, and my dog bit me, and I didn't report it to the police or the hospital because they'd have put her.
Right, because then it's like it's a danger. I wish we do it with humans. If they're willing to do that with dogs,
It's a no. But here it's a no ifs, ands, or buts. They don't care why. She's a service dog, so if she bites somebody, she gets put down. The thing is she bit me when I brought her home from the vet after they took her leg. And I took her out of the front seat of the pickup truck, and the anesthesia was wearing off, and she was in pain. She bit me. It's understandable. It wasn't vicious. It was a pain response.
Right, and some people can't see that in person. It's just like, yeah, I mean,
well, the law here,
for people who might have not gone through surgery, I've had a tumor taken out of my knee, and when all that medication wears off, holy shit, does that hurt? So yeah, I imagine she was just like, and for her, for a moment, because that pain was probably so sharp, she probably associated the pain with whoever was touching her at that time, thinking like you were causing that pain. Because I mean, the dog's only gonna understand so much.
Immediately, you could see it in her eyes that she was sorry, and she started licking.
Right, and it's like, because, like you said, it's a reflex. I mean, humans still have reflexes. It's like when you see the videos of people trying to scare people in trash cans, so they jump out. Some people jump away, oh no, I'm scared. And then some people punch you in the face. And it's like, what'd you fucking expect? You were scaring the shit out of a random stranger. You cannot expect everyone to react the same. That's just not realistic. So I don't know, man. People
they get mad they got punched.
I'm like, yeah, no, you earned it. I laugh when people do it. I'm like, nah, that person will survive in the wild. The fact that you try to scare him, he straight punched you in reaction, that man will survive. You will die, but that man... Because, I mean, that's the reality of it. It's a reflex response. It's probably what his ancestors did, if anything startled them, and they probably survived because of it. Because in the wild, man, something sneaks up on you, you better start fucking killing it. And if you don't know what it is, that thing better die, because you ain't taking that chance. But at the same time, like you said, man, people have gotten comfortable with their lives. We live in a world now that's kind of like rid of predators and whatnot, especially in places like more modern society like America and like more developed countries and everything. We have generations now of people, including ourselves, that have gotten really comfortable with life and don't really... I don't know, the concept that I've never had to kill an animal for meat, but if someone straight up said, hey man, we're gonna eat this pig, I'm like, cool. And they're like, well, you need to kill it. If I want to be the type of human beings like I do enjoy meat, I will do it, but it's gonna suck. I don't have like, it's not wired or used to it because I've been so sheltered from it. Most humans have at this point.
Well, depends on where you're from. I live out here in the West, and I got my first gun when I was 8 years old. And hunting
Where
has
you
always
living
been a
at?
part of our life. I live
that's
in
what I'm
Utah.
talking.
Okay, Utah. Yeah, that's some hunting country out there. Yeah, I did a little bit of hunting in Arizona, but I never got anything. So
I got my first. Well, I lived in Phoenix when I got my first shotgun, because all around Phoenix was all dove hunting, and because back then thunder was still dirt.
right, I think we tried going rabbit hunting at one point, but I don't even. I think the kids I was hunting with, honestly, I think they just wanted to shoot shit. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I think they just wanted to kill animals. To be completely honest, like I didn't know it was my first time shooting guns. I was not sure what to think.
There are certain things that we would kill at certain times of the year, depending,
there's
like
seasons.
jackrabbits. No, jackrabbits, depending on what time of the year it is, you just kill them just to kill them because they carry diseases that damage the snowfoot and the cottontails.
Really, that I did not know. Cottontails are cute as fuck.
Yeah, you only eat rabbit in months that end in Y, and during the off season, the jackrabbits get maggoty. They get trichinosis is what it is. Same stuff that pork gets, worms. And they can, if the jackrabbit population is too high, then it spreads to the snowshoe.
Oh no, he's all the way over here. Fuck. I like the fucking jail cells. Fuck. Oh no. Okay. Woo! That shit scared me. Fuck.